Classic Country.
680.
KKYS.
Welcome to the Armadillo Homes On Deck Show, the official pregame show of the San Antonio Missions Baseball Club. Armadillo Homes, your way home. Now, for a preview of tonight's Missions game, plus a whole lot more, let's go out to the ballpark.
Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to Missions Baseball again tonight from the Wolf. It's Game 2 of the series between the Missions and the Arkansas Travelers. San Antonio winning last night. A brilliant combined six-hitter by Juan Sandoval and Emiliano Fruto. A 3-0 final. The Sandoval went the first 7, and the Missions used some sparkling defensive plays throughout the night to edge by the Travelers. San Antonio 3 double plays in the first 3 innings. Stemmed a couple of Traveler bids, and from then on it was the A-train for Sandoval, as they say. So a 1-0 lead in the series. Arkansas, as a matter of fact, is yet to win here in San Antonio. This will be the 5th meeting between the two clubs tonight. As per San Antonio normal in July, it's hot, 97 degrees, with a slight variable breeze blowing in and around from right center field toward home plate and left field. Call it variable. Tonight, the pitching matchups find Rafael Soriano starting for the Missions. He'll go 1 inning, tops, and then he will give way to Thomas Oldham. And for the Arkansas Travelers, it will be Joe Saunders getting the nod, left-hander who has won 7 games, lost only 4, and has one of the lowest ERAs in the league at 3.65 going for Arkansas. All in all, looks like a great matchup for Game 2. Obviously, Stu, all attention, at least at the outset, will be focused on Soriano and see how well he pitches tonight in his rehab bid.
He's had a history of arm trouble and trying to come off Tommy John surgery on a successful note, and 1 inning tonight, 1 inning tomorrow, and hopefully he'll continue to progress.
Well, the Mariners are getting younger by the day at the big league level. They've won 4 in a row. Up to the All-Star break. That's encouraging news for the parent club. And tonight's guest on the On Deck Show is the Director of Player Development for the Seattle Mariners, Frank Maddox. And Frank is our guest. We'll talk a little bit about the youth movement in Seattle and some of the key young prospects that we can look to make that big jump in the near future. Back with Frank Maddox, Director of Player Development for the Seattle Mariners, after this from Armadillo.
Hey, Bob!
Yeah?
Almost done up there?
Give me a little longer.
You know we gotta let her go, right?
But she's ours. We raised her, man.
I know, but she's ready now, Bob. Ready for a family.
I can't.
Bob, we've done our best. It's time to just wish her well.
All right. Just give me a minute with her, okay?
You got it, buddy. You know, when you put more care into the homes you build, you get pretty attached. But at Armadillo Homes, we wouldn't have it any other way. Because our family's been building quality homes for 30 years. Homes we'd be proud to have a member of our own family live in. So you can be sure your family will feel right at home. Bob, what if I said we could build another one?
Oh, Bill. Oh, you've made me so happy.
Armadillo Homes, your way home. Visit us at armadillohomes.com.
Well, hi, everybody. Welcome back. Armadillo On Deck Show. And tonight, Frank Maddox in the city, the Director of Player Development for the Seattle Mariners. Frank in town, coincidentally, with the arrival of Rafael Soriano, who intends to make 2 rehab starts, 1 tonight, 1 tomorrow, for the Missions before the club begins to reassess his situation. Frank, welcome to San Antonio, first of all, and how things been going for you guys. I know one thing right at the top, congratulations in order. The Mariners won 4 in a row, and that's a darn good sign heading to the All-Star break.
Yeah, Roy, first of all, thanks. It's always nice to be back here in San Antonio, and it's nice to see that we won 4 straight against the division leading, I should say, Angels, and hopefully we can keep building on that in the second half. So,
if you put another 6-8 together, and you could be right back in the wild card run.
Yeah, that'd be nice to see if we could do that. And hopefully we'll come out and just play some good fundamental baseball and have some balls bounce our way and get good pitching and come up with some W's.
I know Seattle in the midst of a slow turn toward a youth movement with a couple of things that have happened in recent days with the parent club, which brings me around to this series. Rafael Soriano, one of the prime young pitchers in baseball, making a couple of rehab starts here. What's his timetable, Frank, and exactly where is he in his journey back toward Safeco? Yeah,
I think the timetable, we'll take it outing by outing, especially when you're talking about somebody coming off surgery. And now, we're hoping that he'll be able to pitch back-to-back days, and then that's going to be key for a pitcher to get back to the big leagues as a reliever, is to be able to pitch back-to-back days. And I don't know that. I think the timetable will take it after each outing and kind of revisit where we're at with it.
Any chance that he'll stay here after the 2 outings, or are you going to move him elsewhere?
I can't really say right now. Like I said, we'll probably talk about that after the 2 outings and then take it from there.
Okay. You were in town last night for the One Sandoval effort. I guess that's the perfect timing for Sandoval to show you that kind of performance while you're in the city. I guess that kind of caught your attention a little bit.
Yeah, I saw Sandy the first series, and I kind of missed him the second time I was in town, and I saw him last night, and I thought he threw the ball very well. I thought he pitched inside well. He was ahead in the count quite a bit, and we got him some runs. And from what I've heard on the games, that he's had some tough luck in terms of us scoring some runs. So it's good to see that, and I'm sure he feels good about himself today. I saw him; he had a big smile on his face, and that's good to see.
Well, he's a terrific young man to go along with his ability between the lines. Mariners look like they've got some certainly some future at shortstop with Betancourt in AAA, Adam Jones here, and even I've heard down at the Empire there's even another kid coming up that'll push Adam. So at shortstop, the organization looks to be in pretty good shape for the long run.
Yeah, I think we got some young shortstops that I don't know how we're going to play them all at the big league level, but they're not all there yet. And I think you'll never have enough too many middle infielders or anybody up the middle, whether it's catching, shortstop, center fielders. And I think that's part of what our philosophy has been to draft guys up the middle. And maybe some guys will outgrow the position, maybe not. But right now, it looks like we have 3 young shortstops that will be pretty good.
All right, Frank, in the recent draft, after it's all said and done, dust is settled. Were you happy?
Yeah, I think we were happy with the way the draft went for us. We still got a couple more players we have to sign, and we went after some pitching, and they've kind of come out and done all right, and we're happy about that. And, one thing about pitching, some of them are tired from their high school or college season, and so you're not real sure what you're going to get once you sign them, even in instructional league. I think next spring training will be a great determination in terms of when guys are at full strength and full health.
You hear the reports every night, read them the next day. What's your overview? Can you give a brief assessment of your thoughts on this 2005 Missions team and how it's stacked up against some of the other clubs that Brundy's had here in the last 4 years?
Yeah, I think the first thing Brundy will say is, hey, we're young. And he knew that going into spring training, or breaking out of spring training. We knew that he was going to be having some players that are pretty young, and some of them may repeat next year. And that's so not all bad, because if you look at it, we got several young men that are under the age of 24 years old that are prospects. And that's good to know. That's good to see. And we're also young in AAA, too, so it's not just this club. And what it is, that means we have young players that are holding their own. And they're, by any means, they're not being embarrassed. And hopefully they're getting better the second half of the season. I think I'm seeing that right now.
All right. Well, that's going to bode well for the Mariners in the long run, an organization that certainly has needed to get younger at the top, and looks like that's evolving into being a reality.
Yeah, I think it's just nice. I think it's refreshing when you have young players that they see that they have a chance to continue to move, and they see openings happening at the top. And some of those guys are going to get to the top and not going to hold their own, and you got to have someone behind them. So that's baseball.
All right. Well, Frank, thanks for the visit. Always enjoyable visiting with you, and hope you enjoy your stay in San Antonio.
Oh, Roy, always have and always will, and I'll be back again. And thanks again for having me on.
Frank Maddox, our guest on the On Deck Show. We'll be back to wrap things up after this from Armadillo.
Life can get pretty rough around the house. So at Armadillo Homes, we use our own family experience to build homes that can stand up to day-to-day family living. How are the stairs holding up, sweetheart?
Pass the bowling ball test, Daddy.
Great. See, as a family-owned and operated builder for 30 years, we take extra pride in the homes we build. In fact, we'd be proud to have a member of our own family live in them, which is why we make sure they can withstand anything our family dishes out. Nice tackle, son. Our football in the living room test is always fun. The bottom line is, when you buy an Armadillo home, you're investing in your family's future, and we make sure it's a wise investment. Fetch test. Armadillo Homes, your way home. Visit us at armadillohomes.com. Hey, who's on the water gun test?
Well, they've been playing all-star games, Stu Paul, since 1933, and they'll go again tonight in Detroit, American National League. Now there's something at stake with the all-star games. The winning league gets the home field advantage in the Fall Classic, the World Series. Do you like that or not?
I don't know. I have mixed emotions about that, to be quite honest. I don't really think that should be a decision based on one game. I really think it all should be depending on which team has the better record during the season. That's my opinion and perspective, not on one single game.
Okay, I tend to agree with you because the way the All-Star games have been so streaky, you could go 10 years in a row, one league gets the home field in the World Series every fall. It could happen. The National League, through the late 70s, early 80s, dominated for, they won like 14 out of 15 or so. Now the American League has been getting the upper hand. In closing on the show, who do you pick tonight?
I'd have to go with the American League.
Let's pick an MVP just for the fun of it.
I'm going to say the guy who won the home run hitting contest last night, Bobby Abreu of the Philadelphia Phillies.
All right, I'm going to go with David Ortiz of the Boston Red Sox. It's my MVP pick in tonight's game. I'm also picking the American League to win yet again. It'll be a lot of fun. Hope those of you that are watching the All-Star game tonight can, why don't you turn the sound down and turn me and Stu up and catch the Missions live here from the Wolf in Game 2 of this big series against Arkansas. They're all big from now on, Stu. These games are very important, each and every one of them. The Missions, have the best overall record in the league possibly, and yet at the end of the season, it may not mean a darn thing unless the Missions win the second half or Midland wins it. So it's going to be a very tight race toward the Labor Day weekend. Every game is big, and this one tonight, no exception. Soriano and Joe Saunders, the starting pitchers, and then Tom Oldham will be on in the second inning. For Stu Paul, I'm Roy Ecuff, our producer Richard Martinez. Thanks so much for listening. The Missions and the Arkansas Travelers are headed your way next, right here on AM 680, the home of the Missions, KKYX.
You've been listening to the Armadillo Homes On Deck Show, the official pregame show of the San Antonio Missions Baseball Club. Armadillo Homes, your way home. Now, stay tuned for Missions play-by-play coverage. Coming up next, here on the radio home of the San Antonio Missions, 680 KKYX.
A baseball player's batting average is often a good indicator of their popularity. When it's high, people love you. When it's low, people boo you, call you unpleasant names, hurl hot dogs at you, choke themselves, or, well, you get the idea. And so does Allstate. That's why Allstate works hard to maintain a high average. Just ask the more than 1 million people who switched their auto insurance to Allstate last year. They saved an average of $338 a year. Now that's a high average worth cheering about. Big league insurance for peanuts. That's Allstate, Stan. Are you in good hands?
Hey, Missions fans, to see how much you can save, call your local Allstate agent. Allstate is proud to sponsor your 2005 San Antonio Mission.
Based on information reported by new Allstate customers, actual savings will vary. Insurance subject to availability and qualifications. Allstate County Mutual Insurance Company, Irving, Texas.
San Antonio Missions, Texas League Baseball is on the air. Tonight's game is brought to you by your Toyota Town Dealers. Toyota, that's moving forward. By Coca-Cola and Dr. Pepper. By State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. By Church's Chicken, gotta have that crunch. By Security Service Federal Credit Union, it pays to know us. By Whataburger, just like you like it. By the Texas Department of Agriculture Go Texan program. And these great Go Texan partners. Dreyer's Grand Ice Cream. Boulder's Fiesta Spices. And Doge's Rice Milling. Good people, great products. By Kielbasa Sausage, the best sausage you have ever tasted. By Mrs. Baird's, Texas-born, Texas-bred. By Allstate, you're in good hands with Allstate. By Carl Budding Meats, Carl Budding, a real slice of life. By Great Clips, great haircuts every time. By Wingstop, the wing experts. By Kellogg's Sunshine Cheez-Its, get your own. Now, let's go to the ballpark for the play-by-play with the voices of the Missions, Roy Acuff and Stu Paul.
Well, hi, everybody. I'm Roy Acuff along with Stu Paul and Richard Martinez, and welcome to the Wolf, home of the Missions, who are 27-16 in this yard that's been housing the Missions since 1994. And tonight it's good to see number 29 back in a Missions uniform, the winner of Game 7 of the 2003 Texas League Championship Series, one of the most dominating starts in Missions baseball lore and history, Rafael Soriano, making a rehab start tonight for San Antonio. Rafael is now, looks like his future with the Mariners will be out of their bullpen, and for that reason he is making back-to-back one-inning appearances that will sharpen his skills, hopefully, and will get him back towards Safeco in the very near future. It's good to see Rafael again, Stu.
It certainly is, and we talked about before what still reflects in my mind the night of September 15, 2002, when he won Game 7 of the Texas League Championship Series against Tulsa and striking out 14 with that nasty slider of his. And we knew what kind of capabilities he has. I mean, he's been on the disabled list before, trying to come back from Tommy John surgery. And the thing is, he's still only 25 years old, but hopefully he won't have any more injuries to overcome, that he can stay healthy and have the kind of career that the Mariners are hoping and expecting out of him.
That was a great team. That team, looking back, it should serve as an inspiration to any club vying for a Texas League championship, that you can't judge a first half team by its cover. It's how the team finishes that counts, and certainly Soriano finished it off that year for a club that was 20 games under 500 at the All-Star break in the Texas League. An amazing team that will go down in Missions lore as maybe the Cinderella story of all the Texas League championship clubs. And Soriano certainly niched a spot all time in Missions memorabilia with that 14 strikeout performance against Mark Teixeira and that Tulsa Driller club that was loaded that year with prospects that you now see up and down that Ranger lineup. So we're excited to see him work again tonight. He'll be out there for an inning, and then he'll hand the ball over to Tom Oldham for the second inning on. Missions are taking the field. Boy, the game last night, it was the kind of game that simply gives baseball a good name. If you love defense and pitching, and the true baseball purists appreciate both of those, I tell you, it was one of the most enjoyable games I've ever watched. Watching Ismael Castro and Adam Jones and René Rivera making the diving catch behind home plate, and it just kept coming, those great plays in support of Sandoval's great effort out there. It was a beautiful win, 3-0 final score. Not many runs scored, but everybody between the lines for the Missions last night gave it all they had, and it was a hard-earned, sweet victory. We're going to be back and welcome a new sponsor on the broadcast after this from Wingstop.
Whether you're planning a party for few or many, or just trying to put a meal on the table for your family, Wingstop has great food for any occasion. Phone in your order or just stop by. Wingstop wings are always cooked, fresh to order, and that's why they're so good.
What if you want the Wingstop.
And when you're ordering, remember Wingstop's great side items like fresh cut seasoned fries, pearl potato salad, creamy crunchy coleslaw, and bourbon baked beans. Wingstop wings are not just hot, hotter, and hottest. Oh no! Wingstop has terrific flavors like lemon pepper, Hawaiian barbecue, garlic parmesan, teriyaki, mild Cajun, hickory smoked barbecue, and atomic. Wingstop, the wing experts.
What if you want wings? You want the Wingstop. What if you want wings? You want the Wingstop.
Hello, this is Dave Niehaus, voice of the Seattle Mariners, and this is Texas League Baseball on the San Antonio Missions Radio Network.
For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And now, tonight's Mission starting lineup. Brought to you by Buckle Up America. You know, in Texas, every 90 seconds, someone is injured in a traffic crash. Don't let it be you or someone you love. Buckle up and make sure your kids are buckled up, too. This message brought to you by the Texas Department of Transportation, reminding you to save a life. For the Arkansas Travelers, leading off in center field, Reggie Willits. Batting second, Alberto Callaspo at second base. Erick Aybar at shortstop, hitting third. Mike Napoli, catching, batting fourth. Kendrys Morales at first base, hitting fifth. Tommy Murphy in right field, batting sixth. Mike Elward, DH, hitting seventh. David Gates in left field, batting eighth. And Ryan Leahy will be at third base and bat ninth. And Joe Saunders on the mound for the Travelers, 7-4 with a 3.65 ERA, making start number 18. For the Missions, leading off in center field, Jaime Bubela. Batting second, Jesus Guzman at third base. T.J. Bohn in right field, hitting third. Nate Espy, the DH, batting fourth. It'll be Jesse Horbeck at first base. In the 5 spot, John Nelson in left field, hitting sixth. Adam Jones at shortstop, batting seventh. René Rivera will catch and hit eighth. And Ismael Castro will play second base and bat ninth. And on the mound for the Missions, right-hander Rafael Soriano. Tonight's starting lineups have been brought to you by Buckle Up America. Texas Department of Transportation reminds you to buckle up every time, all the time. So it's great to have a terrific sponsor for the rest of the way on Missions Radio, and a sponsor with a very serious, meaningful message.
Probably the most important sponsor we've ever had.
Exactly. So we welcome the Texas Department of Transportation's Buckle Up America campaign to Missions Radio. Soriano will face Reggie Willits in the top of the first inning, Alberto Callaspo to follow, and then Erick Aybar, all three switch hitters. Soriano will go a scheduled inning. I asked Frank Maddox his status after tomorrow night, and he left that open-ended. Didn't say for sure that Soriano would be leaving after tomorrow night's appearance. So we'll follow that story as it develops. Here's the pitch to Willits, and it's in for a call strike. Willits leading off against Soriano here in the top of the first inning. Plate umpires Jason Stein at third, Stephen Fritzoni, David Rackley at first. Pitch on the way, and it hit him. Soriano came up and in and hit Willits on his right shoulder. And an inauspicious beginning for Soriano here in the top of the first inning.
Right, that's the second time he's been hit by a pitch in the series, and Reggie has been to the plate 5 times, 3 unofficially, and all 5 times he's reached safely against the Missions.
Here's Callaspo. We've had 5 hit batters already in this series that will extend to 4 games. At this rate, tempers may begin to heat up at some point. I think they were beginning to simmer in the late innings last night. There's a call strike to Callaspo. When Greg Porter was plucked by Soriano late in the game, I had the feeling that somebody was going to be going down. And a strike on the outside corner, 0-2 on Callaspo. Rafael Flores, the host of our Latin Corners, in the booth. Watching the start of this one. Here's the pitch. Swung on, ground ball to short. Jones in the hole to second, 1 on to first. Not in time to get Callaspo. It was close at first, but Jones got the force at second. Goes 6-4, and Callaspo is safe on the relay.
Yeah, Jones had to move a little bit to his right. Made a bit of an off-balance throw to second, and no chance to get Callaspo with his speed going to first base.
So here is Aybar. Another switch hitter. The lineup is the same for the first 7 hitters as it was last night, with 5 switch hitters. There's a ball outside. When you have 5 switch hitters, there's not much need to move them around night to night because each of them has his role, and Tom Gamboa is blessed to have that kind of talent up and down the lineup. Ground ball to second. Could be 2. Castro to Jones. On to first. Double play. And the Missions have turned their 4th double play in 2 nights. Soriano makes his exit from the mound, and on schedule at least, that is it for Rafael this evening.
7 straight games for the Missions, turning over at least 1 double play, Roy.
We go to the bottom of the first. No score. The Missions coming up. We're back after this. This is Missions Baseball on 680 KKYX.
We watched the game on my birthday instead of going out. You were late to pick me up at work and I didn't even out. You got grandma's doilies to wipe your engine clean. Take me out to dinner at a burger shack and you think that's fine cuisine. You know I'm gonna love you 'cause you're my man, but there's one thing you should understand. You can't have it, can't drink it, honey, don't you even think about it. This Dr. Pepper's mine. It's rich, it's full, it never gets old. I think that you might regret it. One taste and you get it, Dr. Pepper. I can't get enough of the doctor. You can't have it, can't drink it, honey, don't you even think about it. This Dr. Pepper's mine. It's rich, it's full, it never gets old. Boy, I think that you might regret it. One taste and you get it, Dr. Pepper.
Take a double meat Whataburger and top it off with a heaping helping of A1 thick and hearty sauce. Load it up with crispy bacon, American cheese, a pile of grilled onions, and serve it all on a big toasted bun, and you've got yourself an A1 thick and hearty burger. I don't know if there's a Hamburger Hall of Fame, but right now might be a good time to start one up.
What a burger!
Just like you like.
This is John Huger of the San Antonio Missions, and you are listening to Missions Baseball on 680 KKYX.
Well, Jaime Bubela will lead it off here in the bottom of the first inning. Bubela, Guzman, and T.J. Bohn facing the talented lefty Joe Saunders, who has clearly been the best pitcher on this Arkansas staff this season. Saunders has just pitched beautifully 7-4 with a 3.65 ERA. Has a shutout along the way. 70 strikeouts in 98 2/3 innings, only 30 walks. Bubela takes a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Bubela has begun a new hit streak. He's hitting 5 in a row. What a year he's had. Here's the pitch. And a ball low and outside. He's developed some consistency. The hitless times, the hard times, are fewer and farther between for Bubela than in past years. Swung on and missed. He's beginning to become more consistent, and that's, of course, the key to Bubela or any player to get away from those long slumps. Try to be more of an even keel every night, hitting-wise. Pitch on the way, and he swung and missed that one, and he's out on strikes. Saunders gets him to start the bottom of the first inning, and there's one gone here in the bottom of the first, and brings up Guzman. Guzman, young Venezuelan, had a hit last night and an RBI, takes a strike on the inside corner. With Guzman, RBIs normally follow his hits. He's driven in 7 runs over the last 7 days. Takes a ball low, and he has been a real good clutch hitter over the years. Pitch is low and a ball, is 2-1 on Guzman. .268 average coming in tonight. He's back in that number 2 spot in the lineup. Here's the pitch. Swung on, grounded, foul to third, and the count goes to 2-2 on Jesus.
He's been hitting to all fields, but I like when he goes to right center, going the opposite way. I mean, he's not going to hit 25 or 30 home runs, so he's better off trying to make more contact by hitting to all fields.
Pitch on the way is grounded foul again. Well, Guzman, if he's going to play third base in the big leagues, though, needs to hit more home runs. That's one of those corner positions where the big club asks for a power at third and first. Call strike 3, and Guzman is caught looking at a fastball in the inside corner.
I think he can certainly hit anywhere in the teens every year, but you're right. I've seen a lot of guys get 25, 30 home runs, but, he's a wiry kind of guy, but I think I see him look to hit maybe 15 to 20 a year, though.
Here's T.J. Bohn. T.J. gets off the road trip, the Texas League Player of the Week, and goes hitless last night, but not for long. Lines a base hit into right center field. Bohn makes the turn. He's streaking for second, and he's in there with a double. Bohn, a hustle double. How about that?
Reggie Willits couldn't believe it. He thought he had T.J. Bohn at second. The throw was a one-hopper to Aybar. The shortstop recovered second. Willits thought he had him, and I saw Reggie just looked up in disgust and bend almost over backwards a little bit, but great hustling by Bohn.
Boy, oh boy, he did something that T.J. has not done much in the past. He showed us a tremendous late burst of speed on that hustle double to second, and here's Espy. Pitch to Nate. He takes it low inside a ball. That was very impressive. Halfway to first, you could see Espy begin to accelerate. And he really did surprise Willits in center field with that break to second. Scoring position. Bottom of the first inning. The pitch on the way to Espy, and he fouls it back out of play. 1-1. Espy hitting .283 on the year. Bohn, .312, came in tonight, number 7 in the league. 2 points behind Willits, as a matter of fact, for the 6th spot in the league, hitting-wise. Swing on ground ball up the third baseline, out of play, 1-2. Espy has driven in 40 runs. .12 behind the club leader, Horvath, with 52. The pitch on the way, and a ball low and outside. Gets away from Napoli, but no advance by TJ, down off second. Bottom of the first inning. We've seen Soriano's inning. It was a brief 7-pitch, top of the first. And presumably he will give way to Thomas Oldham in the top of the second. Here's the 2-2 pitch on the way, and it's a ball low and inside. They didn't put any pitch count on Soriano. They simply said 1 inning today and 1 inning tomorrow, as opposed to 25 pitches today and 25 pitches tomorrow. There's a big difference. Three-2 count to Espy. The pitch on the way, and he checked that one outside, missed, ball 4. And here's Horvath. Jesse went hitless last night as well at 0 for 4. 3 hit streaks came to an end last night. TJ's and Horvath's and Gary Harris all lost hit streaks. Jesse digs in, pitch on the way, line to right, that's trouble. It is over the head of Murphy to the wall. 1 run in to score. Around third, Espy. He'll throw on the brakes. Into second. Standing with a double is Jesse Horvath. And the Missions grab a quick lead.
He didn't waste any time at all. He went after the first pitch, went the opposite way, and no chance for Murphy. Even with his speed, that ball sailed right over his head. But a good recovery by Murphy, because Espy can't run well, so Murphy had a chance to prevent Espy from scoring. Of course, Bohn scores easily from second. And Jesse with a big RBI, his 53rd. And even when he has an off night, Roy, he rebounds from those off nights to provide some good clutch hitting for the Missions Ball Club.
Here's John Nelson. 2 on, 2 out. Pitch to Nelly, low inside, ball 1. Nelson 0 for his last 21. Trying to snap out here in the first inning of the Arkansas series, game 2. Pitch on the way, and a strike, letter high, outside corner, 1-1. Nelson's average at .222. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He cut through a breaking ball. Change up, 82. And it's a 1-2 count on Nelson. Saunders ready. From the stretch. The kick of the pitch. Low inside, ball 2. 2-2. Nelson was rolling along having a pretty good year until he broke his hand, missed 30 days, and his comeback attempt has been very slow. Swung on and missed. Foul tip. He did get a piece of it to stay alive. In and out of the mid of Napoli. So Nelson stays alive at 2-2 here in the bottom of the first.
Roy, it is not so easy timing those breaking pitches. I mean, you really got to try to sometimes even guess if something comes in, because Saunders is doing a really good job mixing his speed so far.
Here's the 2-2 look, and the pitch on the way. He got him, struck him out. He turned that one over. And Nelson is gone, and that's the first inning for the Missions. A run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We head for the second, 1-0 Missions. We're back after this on KKYX.
It's not just your home, it's your reward. Earn cash back when you buy and or sell your home using Security Service Federal Credit Union's Member Home Rewards. You'll also receive personal assistance from a real estate professional, one-on-one attention throughout the process, plus the added security of working with Security Service Federal Credit Union, one of the most trusted financial institutions around. Call 1-866-681-7283 for details. Cashback amounts may vary. Some restrictions apply.
Take a look at your seatbelt and make sure it's fastened. Because this month, Texas will be taking extra steps to enforce seatbelt laws. If you or your front seat passenger or children under 17 aren't buckled up, get ready to pay up, because you can be fined from $25 to $200 plus court costs. Or someone could be killed or injured. So buckle up, because you probably don't want to hear this sound.
May I see your driver's license?
Texas is stepping up law enforcement for seatbelt violations. Click it or ticket. Brought to you by the Texas Department of Transportation and the Texas Department of Public Safety.
Introducing the new Family Share Plan from Verizon Wireless. Now you can add a line for only $9.99 monthly access when you switch to the new plan today. You'll get 2 lines for only $59.99 monthly access, and you can add a line or up to 3 for just $9.99 each. Then you, your family, and any other Verizon Wireless customers can talk with unlimited in-calling without using any of your plan minutes when calling from America's choice coverage area. There's never been a better time to switch to America's best, most reliable wireless network. Verizon Wireless, we never stop working for you.
This is pitcher Tim Rawls of the San Antonio Missions, and you're listening to Missions Baseball on 680 KKYX.
And on schedule, Tom Oldham out there to pick up where Soriano left off. And Oldham becomes the pitcher of record immediately. He is 7-5 with a 3.66 ERA, making his 18th appearance on the year with 17 starts. And over the last 4 or 5 starts, Oldham has been as good as you can get. Tim, in 5 starts, 4-0 and a 2.76 ERA. He and Sandoval especially have picked it up. Sandoval in 6 starts, Stu Paul, is 3-2 with a 2.04. So both those kids are pitching daylights baseball right now. Pitch is swung on and missed. The hitter is Mike Napoli, the home run king in the Texas League so far this year. He's hit 16 out of the yard. Swings and shoots a foul ball off the right side. Napoli leads the TL in home runs and RBI. Having a tremendous year for the Angels. Double-A club. Swung on, fouled off again. Right side, out of play.
Oldham really pitched well in his last start against Midland on July 7th. 5 2/3 innings, 2 runs, both earned, 8 hits, only 1 walk, and 6 strikeouts.
Oldham ready. High kick, pitch is a ball, just missed the corner. The soft, variable 6-mile-per-hour breeze in right center, blowing in toward the home plate. No big factor yet tonight, the pitch. Swung on, shot foul again off the right side. Sometimes as it gets later in the evening, the winds pick up. We may have a gale blowing in by the 7th inning, but right now right center is very reachable. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fly ball, right field. Back is Bohn. TJ looks up and makes the catch for the out.
Well, have you noticed how aggressive Oldham was against Napoli? Kept throwing fastball after fastball. We didn't see the changeup, which he was throwing a lot during the first half of the year. And I'd like to have him continue to establish that fastball, not only away, but also down, especially against the right-hand hitters.
Here's Kendrys Morales, the young Cuban. He was the subject of a story in USA Today a week and a half ago, takes a ball low, about the up and down progress of the Cuban national players. Swung on, lined into right. That's a base hit. Bohn thought about throwing to first. I tell you, TJ he plays with so much confidence in right field, he almost plays it like an infielder out there. Morales is on board with a base hit. Morales, the latest in a string of less than spectacular Cuban nationals who have broken onto the professional scene in America. There's a little bit of a downtrend talent-wise coming out of Fidel's country. There's a strike on Murphy. It's a cyclical thing. Years ago, Stu pointed out last night, just a rash of great young Cuban players. Now that's begun to level out some. That's a strike. 0-2 on Murphy. The article did not mention Yuneski Betancourt, who has been one of the bright spots off that Cuban junior national team. One of the few bright spots to come out of there recently. Pitch on the way and a ball high. I mean, Morales reportedly signed a $10 million deal, and he's hitting .256 in Double-A with 4 homers, and 3 of those in one game. That's hardly true value, I would think. There's a foul back to the screen. But I guess time will tell. 1-2 on Murphy. .292 switch hitter. The look by Oldham, the pitch, is popped into shallow right again. Bohn on, and TJ makes the play for the second out.
So far, nothing's been exactly hits solid by this Arkansas team. Even Morales, his base hit to right was basically a looper, and again, the location just a very important factor for Tom Oldham, and so far I like what I've seen in the second inning.
Well, he's pitching with a ton of confidence. He's a very quiet young man. And here's Elward. He's a right-handed batter, and he takes a strike at the knees. Oldham out of Creighton. Corn-fed Nebraskan. Works from the stretch, delivers, swung on, a pop-up, fisted towards second. Actually, the pitcher, Oldham, will take that one just to the right of the mound. And it's a pop-up to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. The pop-up went to Oldham, of all people, the pitcher. We go to the bottom of the second. Missions lead 1-0. We're back after this on KKYX.
Toughness and quality, trademarks that make Toyota trucks the best of the best.
Toyota's Best of the Best sales event is on at your Toyota Town dealers.
With 0 APR for 60 months, save over $5,300 total on any new 05 Tundra.
Get an extra $1,000 in package savings when you upgrade to the must-have Texas edition.
That's over $6,300 off the MSRP.
Or lease the new 05 Tundra Double Cab, just $269 a month for 36 months with 0 down payment and no security deposit.
Trade up at Universal Toyota, exit O'Connor near I-35.
See the guys at Cavender Toyota on Northwest Loop 410 in Van Dam. Rivera.
Alamo Toyota's waiting on you out by the airport on Loop 410 Northeast.
Get over to Red McCombs Toyota on I-10 just outside Loop 410.
Log on at buyatoyota.com and see the new trucks of Texas at your Toyota Town dealers.
Toyota trucks, moving forward.
CDA rebate of $500 applied to the first month's payment of $269, 0% APR for 60 months through TFS with approved Tier 1 and 2 credit versus bank rate 6.33% APR. Offers may vary by region. Must take retail delivery from dealer by 7505. Lease plus taxes and license fees. 20 cents per mile over, 12K miles per year.
There's a lot of crunching going down at Church's with their cash crunching deals. Get more of what you love by getting the most crunch for your buck. Church's Chicken will make sure you've got what everyone wants when you get home. Gotta have that crunch.
Come to Church's to get it all and then some with their famous Juicy Crunch. Take home and share 8 juicy mixed pieces and 4 honey butter biscuits for only $8.49. On the go, crunch on 3 original crunchy tenders and fries for only $2.99. You've gotta have that crunch. Offer plus tax for a limited time at participating restaurants.
This is Mission Coach Buzzy Keller. You're listening to San Antonio Missions Baseball on 680 KKYS.
Adam Jones will lead off for the Missions in the home second. Jonesy had 3 hits last night. Comes in hitting .306 tonight. Kid has really made that transition from A ball to AA extremely well. Pitch on the way, grounded right back to Saunders. First pitch, throw to first, in time, 1 quick out. And that'll bring up René Rivera. René hitting a solid .288. Made a tremendous play last night. And caught a good game against the Travelers as well. Got himself a shutout last night. That's a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. You know, Rivera has an ERA too. Swing and a miss, 0-2. He lowered his catcher's earned run average last night to 3.84 in 368 innings. It's not great, but it's under 4. Catchers' ERAs, not a well-known stat, but one that baseball people certainly pay a lot of attention to. Rivera swings and misses on the 0-2 pitch. Saunders turned that one over. And a strikeout, and there are 2 gone for Ismael Castro, who put on a Keystone Clinic last night. Man, oh man.
Last 2 nights.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Team in Midland.
You're right. Pitch on the way is a ball high.
Going to his left, leaping up, and going to his right 2 times last night.
He's like a magnet out there. Here's the pitch. Swings, grounds 1 foul up the third base side. He's not built like a second baseman, necessarily, and he doesn't run that well. But instinctively, he has a great feel for where to play defensively, and that's part of something that you either have or you don't as an infielder. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2 on Castro. All the great infielders have it. Jeter. They just know where the ball is going to go. Swung on and missed, and Castro has gone on strikes, and that ends the inning. 3 up and 3 down. Joe Saunders has an easy way of it. Now we go to the third. 1-0 Missions at the end of 2, and we're back after this.
Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Small Business Owner. Me again, the Verizon Super Pages, with a fantastic offer. Just place one ad with me, America's Best Yellow Pages, and get another ad for free. And what's better than free? Free is what this country is all about. Free is what our founding fathers fought for. Free is the very fabric of... But I digress. And right now, when you advertise with me, you'll pay up to 50% less than with my other less generous rivals. So, in a nutshell, America's best Yellow Pages. Up to 50% off and one ad for free. After all, free is what the Pilgrims came here for. Free is what makes eagles fly. Free is the backbone.
Online, on your cell, in the book. The Verizon Super Pages. Wherever you are, there it is. Verizon. Claims based on studies for Verizon Information Services 2004 Yellow Pages INA published rates. Some restrictions apply. Contact your Verizon Super Pages representative for full offer details.
For more information on advertising in the greater San Antonio Verizon Super Pages, call 1-888-77-VERIZON.
Picture yourself at Wolf Stadium cheering on the Missions with a delicious hot dog in one hand served on a fresh Mrs. Baird's bun and an ice-cold soft drink in the other. Stop dreaming and start looking for Mrs. Baird's Grand Slam Deal coupon in specially marked Mrs. Baird's hot dog and hamburger bun packages. We're talking 4 tickets, 4 small soft drinks, and 4 regular hot dogs with a total savings of $10. Mrs. Baird's, Texas born, Texas bred. Proud sponsor of the San Antonio Missions. Look for details on package.
Hi, this is Missions President Burl Yarbrough. You're listening to the San Antonio Missions Radio Network.
Tom Oldham back to work in the Traveler third. David Gates leads off against Thomas. When we get back to play, Gates, Ryan Leahy, and then Reggie Willits. 1-0 ball game. Joe Saunders, with 5 strikeouts already for the Travelers, is only 1 punch out away from his season high of 6. And Oldham facing Gates, who didn't play last night. Leahy also a first-timer in the series on deck, and then Willits, top of the order. Gates, a 10-home run guy with 40 RBI, takes it high inside, ball 1. 258 hitter. $17 doubles, 10 homers. Takes the ball low. Gates, as you might expect, slugging percentage at .436. 2-0 pitch. Swung on, smashed to third. Good stop by Guzman on the line. Long throw across in time to get the out.
Played him perfectly.
He played him perfectly. You're right.
Right next to the line. And good backhand play. 5-3 put out.
Guzman has worked many, many hours on his footwork at third. And you either look like a third baseman or you don't. And Guzman is beginning to look more and more like he belongs over there. Just watch him when he feels the ball, how he sets up, plants, and makes that firm throw to first. Here's Leahy. Swung on, a chopper, back through the middle. To his left, Jones. Nice stop. On to first, got him. Jones right behind the bag at second. Missions continue to give their pitchers great support defensively. That's a 6-3. Whataburger, what a play right there. And here's Reggie Willits.
I have never seen an infield with a combined range I've seen of this 2005 Missions team, including the departed Yuneski Betancourt, of course.
Here's Willits. You know, there's an old baseball axiom, you're only as good as you are up the middle, ultimately, over a long schedule. And this Missions team right now, as it's set up, is as strong up the middle as any Missions team I've ever seen. That's a call strike on Willits. When you look at Rivera and Bubela and Jones and Castro, there's a call strike. You just can't get much better up the middle than the Missions situation at hand. 0-2 on Willits. Love this team. Here's the pitch. And a ball high. It's a team that certainly has carved its own identity. It's hard to compare it with any other team that Brundy's had here. Swung on, foul back, because it's just different. It's 1-2 on Willits. Not as power-laden as 0-3, of course, and there's a ball low. More speed than the 2002 club had. We'll see if these are Destiny's children or not, though, when it's all over. The 2002 Destiny, it was a Destiny team there. Ball 3 is outside, and it's a full count on Willits. And the pitch. Swung on, looped into right, a base hit. Not hit well, but well enough to squirt through the infield. And with 2 out, that'll bring up Alberto Callaspo.
And the Mission still have not figured a way out to retire Willits. Third hit of the series.
And he's been on base every time.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Callaspo. The look by Oldham to first. Throw over. Quarterback holding the bag. Outfield straightaway. Boy, what a beautiful night it's turned out to be. As the sun begins to set, it's cooling off. Gentle breeze picking up. Strike on the outside corner. 0-1 on Callaspo. That was a changeup. And that's Oldham's best pitch. He's been using it sparingly of late. But it is still Oldham's best pitch by a long shot. Here's the delivery. Swung on, grounded, back through the middle. Castro, backhand, flip to Jones for the out at second. Ismael, a backhand flip to Adam Jones, cutting across the bag at second to end the inning. And we go to the bottom of 3. Missions lead 1-0. We're back after this on KKYX.
I live for you, I feed your cats, I fold your undies at the laundromat, unless you want me to have them dry. I did pay for that. I'll work things out, things get bad. I'll shave my soul back before I meet your dad. I'll wear a turtleneck to strategically hide my tattoos if I can. I'm quitting the band, 'cause I'm winning your hand. I'm giving you all my time, but this Dr. Pepper is mine, rich taste, forget it. This Dr. Pepper is mine. One taste and you get it. I'm shocked with you, always be true, but I'll never share my Dr. Pepper with you. Sorry. This Dr. Pepper is mine. One taste and you get it. So rich. This Dr. Pepper is mine. So refreshing taste, drinking by the case. This Dr. Pepper is mine. Isn't even a word.
Looking to pitch a perfect game the next time your home team gets hungry? Then it's time to go to your ace, Carl Buddig. Nothing tops original Carl Buddig thin sliced meats for taste. With 9 great flavors like honey ham, oven roasted turkey, and corned beef, you know you'll have the variety to go into extra innings if you have to. And we're talking legendary major league convenience with the ability to work your lineup from snack time to mealtime. Looks like you're in complete control with Carl Buddig.
Hi, this is trainer Chris Ross of the San Antonio Missions. Catch Roy and Stu for all action of Missions Baseball on 680 KKYX.
For the Missions, Jaime Bubela leads off. Who's our contact hitter tonight, Stu?
I'm going to go with John Nelson. He's due.
All right. John will be batting for Vicky Mora of San Antonio when Nellie's time comes to hit. Here's Bubela leading off here in the bottom of the 3rd. He takes a ball outside, ball 1. Bubela 0 for 1. Struck out in the 1st. That's a strike on the inside corner, 1-1. Saunders with 5 Ks already. Season high is 6. Here's the pitch. ball dips low and away. 2-1 on Bubela. Jaime's had a wonderful, wonderful career in San Antonio, or a stay, I should say. He is not going to make a career here, but this is his second full year. He had a part of a year last year coming off the knee surgery. Swings and fouls that one off. And it'll be his final year in San Antonio, I'm certain. Here's the 2-2 and a foul back to the screen. But he's made a lot of friends with his hustle, his desire to play the game the right way every night. And it's been a personal pleasure to watch him perform. 2-2 pitch to Bubela, and a swing and a ground ball, foul over third. Just foul. Number 5 across the back of that home white uni. Here's the Saunders pitch. Swung on, fouled off again. Stays alive.
He's really gone beyond the belt or shoulder level. He's keeping a lot of pitches around the knees.
Here's the pitch on the way, and a ball dips low and away. And a full count on Bubela. Jaime with 262 Missions hits since he's been here. Swing and a miss, high hard one. A fastball that just breezed him. And that will do it for Saunders. Strikeout number 6 for Joe tonight. Man, he is heating them up. Here's Guzman. Guzman took a call third strike in the first. Saunders has struck everybody out but one. That's a ball low. Guzman hitting .268. Missions lead it 1-0. Just got an email from my family in Dublin. Swung on a ground ball foul up the right side. Vacationing in Ireland. Went through London. So my daughter Vanessa sent a nice email. And it's of a personal nature, but nonetheless, glad to share with you that they're doing fine. Even went through London, and she did say in the email that Londoners are strong people.
My heart still goes out for those victims who died in that tragic bombing in the subway there.
Oh, it's awful. That's a strike. She said that Londoners are strong people and are determined not to be intimidated. Love to all, Vanessa. My son-in-law, Billy, is doing pretty well considering he's driving on the wrong side of the road. Ground ball to second. On to first for the out. Callaspo to Guzman, to Morales to retire Guzman.
Yeah, the European cars, they're on the passenger side. I see them in the movies, especially the James Bond movies. It's kind of unusual because you're not quite used to that.
So, says Billy is doing okay considering that he has to drive on the left side of the roadway with the steering wheel on the right. A ball and no strikes on T.J. Bohn. Pitch on the way to T.J. Lined in the center field, a base hit. Bohn continues his hot hitting. 2 for 2 tonight. And here's Nate Espy. So all I can do is hope and pray that my children and grandchildren get home safely. And they are having a grand time in Ireland. Espy drew a walk his last time up. The pitch on the way, and a foul ball shot off the right side. 0-1. What a beautiful night and a nice crowd tonight for the second game of the series. Saunders delivers a ball high, and it's 1-1 to Nate Espy.
And, of course, I'd like to remind the fans that it's a 2-for-1 tomorrow with the outfield reserve seats for the price of one. Go to HEB, and if you like peanuts, buy an in-shell peanut product. Take
Love
the proof
peanuts.
There you go. Take the proof of purchase to the Missions office here at the ballpark and get two for the price of one in outfield reserve seats.
Swung on, fouled off the right side.
Dollar night coming up on Thursday night. Dollar hot dogs, dollar pizza, dollar beer, dollar soft drinks. And at the same night, the first 1,500 fans could be fortunate enough to get a 100th anniversary T-shirt courtesy of San Antonio College.
Here's the 1-2 to Espy. Swing and a miss. Got him. And Joe Saunders continues his strikeout spree. That's number 7 for Saunders. And we go to the third. Missions no runs on a hit, a runner left. At the end of 3, the Missions 1 and the Travelers nothing. Stu Paul up next, middle 3, when we come back after this on KKYX.
Do you want what's best for your family? Well, then give them Dreyer's Grand Ice Cream. It's made right here. With a wide variety of flavors, Dreyer's is sure to please every palate. Dreyer's is made with the finest ingredients and no doubt has the best flavor in Texas. Dreyer's Ice Cream is the choice when you want to reward your family with the best. Dreyer's Grand Ice Cream. Give them the good stuff. And remember, when you want the best, go Texan. To learn more about Go Texan, visit gotexan.org.
A baseball player's batting average is often a good indicator of their popularity. When it's high, people love you. When it's low, people boo you, call you unpleasant names, hurl hot dogs at you, choke themselves, or, well, you get the idea. And so does Allstate. That's why Allstate works hard to maintain a high average. Just ask the more than 1 million people who switched their auto insurance to Allstate last year. They saved an average of $338 a year. Now that's a high average worth cheering about. Big league insurance for peanuts. That's Allstate, Stan. Are you in good hands?
Hey, Missions fans, to see how much you can save, call your local Allstate agent. Allstate is proud to sponsor your 2005 San Antonio Mission.
Based on information reported by new Allstate customers, actual savings will vary. Insurance subject to availability and qualifications. Allstate County Mutual Insurance Company, Irving, Texas.
Hi, this is Norm Charlton. You're listening to Missions Baseball on 680 KKYX.
Through 3 innings of play here at Nelsonville Stadium at San Antonio. 1 run, 3 hits, no miscues. And the Arkansas Travelers, no runs, 2 hits, and no errors. Hi, everybody. Stu Paul along with Roy Acuff from Wolf Stadium on a very pleasant night for baseball. Game 2 of this 4-game series. And Arkansas will have the heart of their lineup against left-hander Tom Oldham, who came on in the second inning after Rafael Soriano had a rehab start and threw 5 pitches, hit a batter, but got Erick Aybar to hit into a double play his first time up. And he's batting for the second time, and a swing and a miss, strike 1. Aybar comes into the game hitting .283. Tom Oldham kicks and the 0-1. And it's low and outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Arkansas really didn't have an easy time of it in the second inning trying to get around Oldham's fastball, which has been pretty good so far. And the 1-1 pitch, and he comes back with an off-speed pitch, and it's low and inside, ball 2, 2-1. Aybar has hit into 2 double plays, and so far he's 0 for 5 in the series. The 2-1 pitch was swung on and fouled off the mask of the catcher René Rivera, and it's 2-2. The Missions are still 1 game back of Corpus Christi in the standings in the West. The Hooks are on a roll. They've won 7 in a row. And the curveball is swung on and missed, strike 3. Aybar fans for the first out of the fourth inning. And for Tom Oldham, that's his first strikeout. 1 out and nobody on in the top of the fourth. Missions with a 1-0 lead. They scored a run in the first against left-hander Joe Saunders. And Arkansas has the cleanup hitter, the catcher Mike Napoli, stepping in. He's a right-hand batter who fly to right in the second inning. Now the pitch, and the fastball misses up high, ball 1. Napoli leads the Texas League in home runs with 16 and in RBIs with 63. Outfield straight away, and the 1-0 delivery. Curveball, swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Oldham trying to use his breaking ball more here in the fourth inning. We're seeing something new out of Oldham every start. And a fastball gets the inside corner, call strike, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Infield spread out, the pitch, fastball, misses outside. Oldham thought he had it, but it's a ball, and it's 2-2. Oldham has allowed 2 hits so far, and the changeup is pulled foul. Heading to the Missions dugout along the third base side. Count stays at 2-2. And the next pitch is swung on and fouled off. And Napoli stays alive at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Napoli, one of the best clutch hitters in the Texas League. And the 2-2 pitch misses inside. Oldham just missed with the fastball, and it's full at 3-2. In one stretch, Napoli had 47 RBIs in 49 games. The 3-2 pitch is lifted in the air to right and is taken by Bohn. So Bohn retires Napoli for the second time in this game by making the catch. And there are 2 outs in the fourth inning. Now the first baseman, Kendrys Morales, stepping in, switch hitter, batting right-handed. He's single to right, his first time up. He had 3 home runs in the game against the Missions, and he takes a curveball, and it's over, strike 1 call. Morales has raised his average 100 points to 256. Prior to the 3 home runs, he was hitting 156. The 0-1 pitch and the fastball is swung on and fouled back in the count 0-2. Good to see the country of Cuba having more transplanted and prospective Major League players coming to the United States. Now the pitch and the breaking ball low and inside, 1-2. The Hernandez brothers, Levon and Orlando Hernandez, both playing for contending clubs. Levon with the Nationals and El Duque with the White Sox. The 1-2 pitch and the curveball is high and away, 2-2. Of course, Yuniesky Betancourt, who started the season with the Mission, signing a huge contract with Seattle, and was hitting 284 at AAA Tacoma, and he played the World Game. Pitch is down low. Count is full, 3-2. Of course, I'm seeing players over the last few years coming out of the country of Australia. A real big international mix. Outfield straight away, and the 3-2 pitch. Fastball, call strike 3 on the outside corner. Morales caught looking for the final out in the fourth inning. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Oldham, and he has 2 in the ball game. And Arkansas goes down quietly in their half of the fourth. Nothing across. We go to the bottom half of the fourth. It's the Missions 1 and the Travelers nothing. We're back after this on KKYX.
Toughness and quality trademarks that make Toyota trucks the best of the best.
Toyota's Best of the Best sales event is on at your Toyota Town dealers.
With 0 APR for 60 months, save over $5,300 total on any new 05 Tundra.
Get an extra $1,000 in package savings when you upgrade to the must-have Texas edition.
That's over $1,600 off the MSRP.
Or lease the new 05 Tundra Double Cab, just $269 a month for 36 months with 0 down payment and no security deposit.
Trade up at Universal Toyota, exit O'Connor near I-35.
See the guys at Cavender Toyota on Northwest Loop 410 in Bandera.
Alamo Toyota's waiting on you out by the airport on Loop 410 Northeast.
Get over to Red McCombs Toyota on I-10 just outside Loop 410.
Log on at buyatoyota.com and see the new trucks of Texas at your Toyota Town dealers.
Toyota trucks, moving forward.
TDA rebate of $500 applied to the first month's payment of $269, 0% APR for 60 months through TFS with approved Tier 1 and 2 credit versus bank rate 6.33% APR. Offers may vary by region. Must take retail delivery from dealer by 7505. Lease plus taxes and license fees. 20 cents per mile over 12 pay miles per year.
Everything in the Lone Star State is big. Now your Texas State Farm agents are offering Texas-sized auto insurance discounts up to 40%. Visit one of the 1,400 State Farm agents in Texas and let one of them tell you about auto insurance discounts. See a Good Neighbor State Farm agent today to see how switching to State Farm for Texas-sized auto insurance discounts up to 40% can lead to Texas-sized discounts for you.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is.
Discounts only apply to certain coverages.
This is former Major League pitcher Joe Harlan from the Chicago White Sox. Catch Roy and Stu all season long for Missions Baseball on 680 KKYX.
Jesse Horlbeck leads off the bottom half of the fourth for the Missions, who lead the Travelers 1-0. Joe Saunders, the lefty on the mound, he rocks and deals, and he starts Horlbeck with a fastball that gets the outside corner, 0-1. Horlbeck doubled to right field. His first time up in the first inning. Outfield a bit toward the left, the 0-1 pitch, and the breaking ball low and inside, 1-1. Horlbeck drove in T.J. Bohn from second after Bohn started a two-out rally in the first with a double. And the next pitch, and it misses outside, it's 2-1. Bohn doubled, then Espy walked, and Horlbeck also doubled to drive in Bohn for the lone run of the game. The 2-1 pitch and a swing and a miss. Good changeup. It's 2-2. Joe Saunders goes 6'3", weighs 210. He's into the motion. The 2-2 offering. Swung on off the end of the bat, a foul ball. Another changeup thrown by Saunders, and it's out of play. And the count remains at 2-2 on Horlbeck, who has seen his average raise to 262. Now the 2-2 pitch. He pulls one toward short, coming in. Aybar, he fields the hop, throws the first in time to Morales. Horlbeck doesn't have great speed, so Aybar retires Jesse on the 6-3 putout. One away in the fourth inning. Now the left fielder, John Nelson, tonight's 0-2 Optics contact hitter of the game. Batting for Vicky Mora of San Antonio. So if John gets a hold of one, Vicky can win a 6-month supply of free 0-2 Optics contact lenses. And a swing and a miss on the changeup. Saunders kept it away for the big right-hand batter, strike one. Nelson trying to bounce back after a broken bone in his left hand. He sustained back in the latter part of May. The 0-1 pitch and the fastball is inside for a ball, 1-1. Missions lead 1-0 in the last of the fourth inning. San Antonio won last night 3-0. Combined shutout by Juan Sandoval and Emiliano Fruto. The 1-1 pitch, and Saunders comes back to jam Nelson with a fastball inside. Nelly muscled it to the right, a foul ball, and the count is 1-2. Now Nelson going back to the dugout. Wants to replace the bat. Nelson with 8 home runs and 36 runs batted in. He has gone 0 for his last 22. Frustrating times right now for the young man from Provo, Utah, but again, the thing about John, he keeps an even keel, great attitude, works hard every day in the cage. He digs in 1-2 delivery, swing and a miss, and down he goes, strike 3. Saunders with good location. He kept the pitch away from Nelson again, and twice Nelly has fanned 2 men away. Saunders continues to compile the strikeouts. He now has 8 in the ball game. So with 2 set aside in the fourth, the shortstop Adam Jones is at the plate, right-hand batter. He had a comebacker to Saunders, who threw him out in the second. Right-hand batter takes it low and away, ball one. Saunders, drafted in the first round by the Angels in 2002 out of Virginia Tech. And the 1-0 pitch is lifted in the air, foul off to the right side and out of play. 1-1 the count. Adam Jones will be 20 years old in a few weeks. For a tall man, he really moves around so well. And the fastball is taken inside for a ball. It's 2-1. Very good arm. He and Castro worked well as a double play combination. And the 2-1 pitch and the changeup misses down low. And Saunders has gone behind on Jones at 3-1. Now the left-hander kicks the 3-1 delivery. Fastball is swung on. Fly ball hit into right field. Moving to his left is Murphy, coming in a few steps. Makes the catch. And the side is retired. So Saunders has himself a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing across. And the score at the end of 4 for Wolf Stadium. It remains the Missions 1 and Arkansas nothing. Missions baseball on 680 KKYX.
Hey, Bob!
Yeah?
Almost done up there?
Give me a little longer.
You know we gotta let her go, right?
But she's ours. We raised her, man.
I know. But she's ready now, Bob. Ready for a family.
I can't.
Bob, we've done our best. It's time to just wish her well.
All right. Just give me a minute with her, okay?
You got it, buddy. You know, when you put more care into the homes you build, you get pretty attached. But at Armadillo Homes, we wouldn't have it any other way. Because our family's been building quality homes for 30 years. Homes we'd be proud to have a member of our own family live in. So you can be sure your family will feel right at home. Bob, what if I said we could build another one?
Oh, Bill. Oh, you've made me so happy.
Armadillo Homes, your way home. Visit us at armadillohomes.com.
We're on a mission. North Park Mazda is on a mission to become the #1 Mazda dealer in San Antonio. We're out to be #1 in both Mazda sales and Mazda service. Come get the North Park reputation for both quality and value in our complete Mazda lineup. Visit North Park Mazda, 9333 San Pedro, just north of Loop 410. Or log on to our website at mpmazda.com. Come experience the Mazda test drive today because we're on a mission.
Hi, this is Texas League President Tom Kaiser. You're listening to the San Antonio Missions Radio Network.
Tom Oldham will be ready to pitch as the Travelers come to bat at the top of the 5th inning. Mission still have a 1-0 lead by scoring a run in the first inning against left-hander Joe Saunders. Tom Oldham, 6'2", 215-pound left-hander out of Fremont, Nebraska. Split time between Class A Wisconsin and Class A Inland Empire last year. And he'll be working to the right fielder Tommy Murphy, designated hitter Mike Ilward, and the left fielder David Gates in the 5th inning as the Missions lead 1-0. Tommy Murphy, a real speedster out in the outfield, is 0 for 1. Murphy fly to right back in the second inning. He's a switch hitter batting right-handed. Crouches in against Oldham. Left-hander ready, he deals. Fastball is swung on, driven in the air to right center field. A long run for Bohn, and T.J. Bohn in right center field runs it down. A Whataburger, what a play. When it left the bat, it looked as if Murphy would have a double in the gap at right center, but Bohn, with his speed and giant strides, made a fine running catch to rob Murphy of an extra base hit for the first out of the 5th inning, and that's 5 in a row retired by Oldham. What a play. The DH, Mike Ilward, steps in. Right-hand batter, he popped out to the pitcher. Tom Oldham back in the second. Ilward has batted .328 over his last 17 games. Right-hand batter takes a changeup on the outside corner. Strike 1 the count. Oldham kicks. Here's the 0-1 pitch. and the fastball is high and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Missions have won 11 while losing 7 during the second half after finishing up at 38-32 in the first half. The 1-1 pitch, changeup swung on and fouled back, and it's 1-2. Elwood was the regular first baseman until Kendrys Morales was promoted to Double-A ball by the Angels, and Morales has been an everyday fixture at the initial sack for Arkansas. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball low and inside, ball 2, 2-2. Now Oldham ready, the pitch is swung on, and this one has popped up into shallow right field. T.J. Bohn, the right fielder, moves in a few steps. He's there, makes the catch, 2 outs. 6 in a row retired by Oldham. Busy night for Bohn. T.J. Bohn has made 5 putouts in the outfield for the San Antonio Missions. 2 gone, and the left fielder David Gates steps in. He grounded out to third in the third inning. He bats right-handed. Gates with power, 10 home runs, 40 RBIs. A monstrous pull hitter. And Oldham starts him off with a breaking ball, low and inside, ball 1. This is Arkansas's 5th consecutive year affiliated with the Angels, team that won their first and only world championship in 2002. And the curveball gets the outside corner, strike 1 call, 1-1 the count on Gates. Missions ahead 1-0 with 2 gone, top of the 5th inning, Arkansas batting. And the 1-1 pitch is a curveball. Fly ball hit to center field. Bubela moves back a few steps. He's there. He's got it. Side retired. What a pitching duel between Tom Oldham of the Missions and Joe Saunders of the Travelers. A 1-2-3 inning for Tom. He's retired 7 straight hitters. So at the end of 4.5, we're halfway done here in San Antonio. Missions still lead the Travelers 1-0. Missions baseball on the mighty 680 KKYX.
It's not just your home, it's your reward. Earn cash back when you buy and or sell your home using Security Service Federal Credit Union's Member Home Rewards. You'll also receive personal assistance from a real estate professional, one-on-one attention throughout the process, plus the added security of working with Security Service Federal Credit Union, one of the most trusted financial institutions around. Call 1-866-681-7283 for details. Cashback amounts may vary. Some restrictions apply.
Everything in the Lone Star State is big. Now your Texas State Farm agents are offering Texas-size auto insurance discounts up to 40%. Visit one of the 1,400 State Farm agents in Texas and let one of them tell you about auto insurance discounts. See a good neighbor State Farm agent today to see how switching to State Farm for Texas-size auto insurance discounts up to 40% can lead to Texas-size discounts for you.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is.
Discounts only apply to certain coverages.
Step up to the plate to find your next home with the Lind Company and the San Antonio Missions. The San Antonio Missions are #1, and so is the Lind Company, the official home of the Texas Champions. The Lind Company manages over 50 properties with rents as low as $264 to $1,250. Why strike out when you can hit a home run with the Lind Company? Visit our interactive website at thelindco.com, spelled L-Y-N-D, or give us a call at 798-RENT at 798-7368.
Hi, this is Jerry Grody, member of the '69 champion Miracle Mets, and you're listening to San Antonio.
René Rivera lays it off for the Missions in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Stu Paul along with Roy Acuff for Bull Stadium. San Antonio, 1 run on 3 hits. Arkansas, no runs, 2 hits. Neither team has committed an error. And the breaking ball by the left-hander Joe Saunders is taken low and inside by Rivera, and it's ball 1. Rivera has spent 2 stints with the Seattle Mariners and hit very well. The 1-0 pitch and a swing and a miss on the changeup. 1 ball, 1 strike. So far, Saunders has struck out 8. The left-hander kicks the 1-1 pitch. Fastball, swing and a miss. Rivera swung right over it, and it's 1-2. René Rivera, 1 for 5 of the series against the Arkansas Travelers. Now he digs in, 1-2 delivery, fastball inside as Saunders brushed him back a little bit, and it's 2-2. Ismael Castro, the second baseman on deck. Castro putting on the defensive clinic for the Missions over the last couple of days. Infield spread out for Rivera. Now the kick, the 2-2 offering. Fastball bounced to third, fielded by Ryan Leahy. Throws across the diamond to first, in time to Kendrys Morales. And Rivera retired on the 5-3 putout. And that is out number 1 in the 5th inning. The number 9 hitter and second baseman, Ismael Castro's at the plate, right-hand batter, who struck out in the 2nd inning. Saunders struck out 3 in the 1st, 2 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd, and 1 in the 4th. Left-hander getting a sign, he kicks and he deals. Ground ball is hit to second base. Taken now by Callaspo and on the first in time to Morales, 2 outs. All the breaking stuff and the sinking pitches of Saunders has induced the Missions to hit quite a few ground ball outs in the ball game tonight. 2 away, and the center fielder Jaime Bubela is at the plate. Bubela having a difficult night so far. He struck out in the 1st and struck out again in the 3rd. Jaime has been one of the most consistent hitters on this Missions team. He was off to a slow start this year, but he's been hitting the ball well over the last 2 months. The pitch on the way, and he takes the strike on a fastball, and Bubela had ideas about bunting, and it's 0-1. San Antonio 1, Arkansas nothing. Bottom half of the 5th inning. Sun dying now in the west, now the 0-1, and the fastball is inside from Saunders, 1 ball, 1 strike. Jaime with a 5-game hitting streak, hitting .348 during that streak. A man who likes to go the opposite way toward left. The 1-1. And there's a drive hit down the left field line, slicing foul ball. In pursuit was the left fielder David Gaines, but a foul ball. And the count to Bubela is 1 ball and 2 strikes. In a game at Ray Winder Field on June 27th, Bubela went 2 for 4 with a home run and 2 RBIs, and the Missions won that game 5-4. Recently, Bubela had a 23-game hitting streak. The pitch and the changeup misses high and away for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's the longest hitting streak of any San Antonio players since Dave Elmore began owning the team in 1988. 2-2 delivery. Curveball swung on line. Base hit right field. Saunders on a curve. And Bubela extends his hitting streak to 6 games. He muscled that ball into right field. Murphy plays it back in. And Bubela with a 2-out single. And the Missions have their 4th hit of the ball game. Jaime can steal bases. He has 23 on the year. Kendrys Morales will hold him on. And with 2 gone, it brings up the third baseman, Jesus Guzman. Guzman is 0 for 2. He took a called third strike in the 1st inning and grounded a second in the 3rd. Saunders will keep an eye on Bubela, and he comes set. The delivery and the pitch gets the outside corner. 0-1 on Guzman. Guzman, mainly a line drive type of hitter. He's hit in 6 of his last 7 games, hitting .276 over that stretch, 7 RBIs. And the 0-1 pitch, fastball low and inside to the right-hand batter, 1-1. Guzman with 1 hit and 6 times up in this series. Now the set by the lefty Saunders for the first, runner back. Saunders was 9-7 with a 3.41 ERA at Rancho Cucamonga last year, and with Arkansas 4-3, but a 5.77 ERA. Runner goes, hit and run. Ground ball, base hit into right field. Bubela will race all the way to third. Murphy gets it back in. Back-to-back singles by Bubela and Guzman here in the 5th with 2 outs. So on the hit and run, Guzman goes the opposite way and found the spot right through the hole between first and second. San Antonio with their fifth hit of the ball game, and Bubela was able to make it all the way to third on the hit and run. Now Guzman has hit safely in 7 of his last 8 games. T.J. Bohn, the right fielder, steps in. He is 2 for 2. He doubled and scored to the first and singled to center in the third. Last time in the opener against Arkansas, Bohn went 0 for 4, but prior to that he went 8 for 8 in a stretch. Hoping to get another streak now like the one he had. And a good time down for a hit. The Missions can use another run the way Saunders has been pitching. And Joe starts TJ off with a changeup against the outside corner, 0-1. TJ a 30th round pick, but as Roy pointed out, he certainly has not played like a 30th round pick. He's been playing like a top-notch pick. Outfield to left, the 0-1 pitch. Ground ball hit to shortstop. Aybar will go to second to Callaspo. They get the force on Guzman at second. The play going 6-4, and the side is retired. No runs, 2 hits, and the Missions leave 2 men on. Now they've left 5 through 5 innings. So at the end of 5 for Wolf Stadium, the score remains the San Antonio Missions 1 and the Arkansas Travelers 0. We are back after these words on KKYX.
There's a lot of crunching going down at Church's with their cash crunching deals. Get more of what you love by getting the most crunch for your buck. Church's Chicken will make sure you've got what everyone wants when you get home. Gotta have that crunch.
Come to Church's to get it all and then some with their famous Juicy Crunch. Take home and share 8 juicy mixed pieces and 4 honey butter biscuits for only $8.49. On the go, crunch on 3 original crunchy tenders and fries for only $2.99. You've gotta have that crunch. Offer plus tax for a limited time at participating restaurants.
Hi, this is pitching coach Dwight Bernard of the San Antonio Mission. Catch Roy and Stu all season long on the San Antonio Missions Radio Network. Well, it's still a 1-0 game with the Missions ahead, getting a run in the first against Joe Saunders. We have seen a defensive clinic and a pitching clinic as Tom Oldham, who came on to relieve in the second after Rafael Soriano pitched 1 inning on a rehab stint, and the Missions and the Travs, by the way, will have game 3 of the 4-game set tomorrow at 7:05. And Rafael Soriano is scheduled to pitch the first inning again, and Ryan Willen-Smith will pitch for the Missions starting in the second inning. Ryan Leahy, the third baseman, leads off against Tom Oldham in the sixth, and he takes a strike in the outside corner, and the count is 0-1. Leahy grounded to short his first time up. And Oldham with the changeup, and it misses outside. It's 1-1. Leahy signed as a free agent last month out of Boston College. And the 1-1 pitch misses outside. It's 2-1. He's a native of Salem, Massachusetts. Now the pitch, curveball, and it's over a strike. It's 2-2. Infield spread out. The 2-2 pitch is swung on, fouled off just to the right of the first base line, and the count stays at 2-2. This Arkansas team has 5 switch hitters in their lineup and with plenty of speed. As a team, the Travelers have stolen 97 bases. Now Willits is one of the top speedsters with 22 stolen bases. Aybar with 25. And the next pitch by Oldham misses inside. Ball 3, 3-2 on Leahy. And on deck, Reggie Willits. He's the Travelers center fielder. Now the payoff pitch on the way. Fastball swung on, and a shot hit over the bag at third and down the left field line. It hit the sidewall, picked up by Nelson, and going into second with a double is Leahy. So Ryan Leahy with his 4th double of the year. And just like that, the Travelers have the tying run on second base with nobody out. So Oldham got the pitch up, and Leahy ripped it over the bag at third and down the left field line. Well, that's what happens when you fall behind a hitter. You try to give him a pitch that's in the strike zone, but that was too good a pitch by Tom Oldham, and Leahy made him pay. And he's on at second with nobody out. The speedster and switch-hitting center fielder Reggie Willits at the plate. He bats right-handed. Squares the bunt, bunts it foul on the first base side. 0-1. Willits' main objective is to try to get Leahy over to third, where he can possibly score on a fly ball. Willits singled to right his last time up in the third and was also hit by a pitch. He's been to the plate 6 times. He's been hit by a pitch twice. He's walked once, and he also has collected 3 hits. The set by the left-hander Oldham. Checks to run to Leahy off second. The pitch curveball is bunted in the air, and Horlbeck cannot play it. He trapped it according to the plate umpire, Jason Stein. Jesse Horlbeck trying to lunge at the ball as it was blooped on the bunt. It was a line drive into foul territory along the first base side. Horlbeck with a diving attempt, and he came within a millimeter of catching the ball. But the plate umpire, Jason Stein, said it was a foul ball. He trapped it, and it's 0-2. Jaime Bubela is shaded a bit toward right center. The 0-2 pitch. He swings away and chops one slowly to short. Jones coming in. He has it. Throws in time at first base to get Willits for the out. What a throw by Jones. He is very quick coming in on the slow bouncers. So that is just as good as a bunt, as Willits was still able to get the runner Leahy over to third base. 1 out of this 1-0 game with the Missions out in front. And the second baseman, Alberto Callaspo, steps in. Switch hitter batting right-handed. Reached on the fielder's choice in the first and bounced into a forced play in the third. And the Missions will have the infield in, hoping for a possible play at the plate. Callaspo with 2 hits in last night's game. Oldham delivers. Fastball is down the pipe for a call, strike 1. Outfielders are straight away and not very deep. All 3 outfielders with good arms. The pitch, fly ball, hit in the right field. Tag it at third, Leahy. Going toward the line. Bohn, he makes the catch. Here comes Leahy, and he's not going to go. The throw comes into home on a bounce. Oh, what a throw by Bohn, and he gets an ovation. An ovation for Bohn as he hustled toward the line at right. He cocked his arm immediately and released the ball in one motion, a one-hopper to Rivera at the plate. Leahy took at least a couple of steps toward home and wisely held up at third. That is a huge out. Bohn has thrown out quite a few people at the plate. And now Erick Aybar, the shortstop, tries to bunt toward first base, taken by Horlbeck. And Aybar tries to elude him, but Jesse tags him out. Side retired. What a recovery by Oldham. He was saved on that great throw by Bohn. And Leahy's leadoff double goes for naught. He is stranded at third. No runs, a hit. Runner left at third. And the score at the end of 5.5. It is still the Missions 1 and Arkansas 0. Missions baseball on 680 KKYX.
Toughness and quality, trademarks that make Toyota trucks the best of the best.
Toyota's Best of the Best sales event is on at your Toyota Town dealers.
With 0 APR for 60 months, save over $5,300 total on any new 05 Tundra.
Get an extra $1,000 in package savings when you upgrade to the must-have Texas edition.
That's over $6,300 off the MSRP.
Or lease the new 05 Tundra Double Cab, just $269 a month for 36 months with 0 down payment and no security deposit.
Trade up at Universal Toyota, exit O'Connor near I-35.
See the guys at Cavender Toyota on Northwest Loop 410 in Bandera.
Alamo Toyota's waiting on you out by the airport on Loop 410 Northeast.
Get over to Red McCombs Toyota on I-10 just outside Loop 410.
Log on at buyatoyota.com and see the new trucks of Texas at your Toyota Town dealers.
Toyota trucks, moving forward.
TDA rebate of $500 applied to the first month's payment of $269, 0% APR for 60 months through TFS with approved Tier 1 and 2 credit versus bank rate 6.33% APR. Offers may vary by region. Must take retail delivery from dealer by 7505. Lease plus taxes and license fees. 20 cents per mile over, 12K miles per year.
Doge's rice is grown, milled, and packaged right here in Texas and delivered to stores near you. The Doge's are the rice experts, ensuring you the freshest, highest quality rice and taste that you've come to expect. The Doge's offer a variety of products, from their most popular and rich long-grain rice to their economical budget brand rice. And to make cooking easy, Doge's roux is perfect every time. Doge's roux makes cooking gumbo, fricassee, stew, and gravy fast, easy, and delicious. Doge's Rice Milling Company. Quality products, quality service, quality people. Serving Texas for over 20 years. So go Texan and pick up the red, white, and blue bag of Doge's rice and roux with the State of Texas logo in your favorite supermarket today. Take it home and cook up something good.
This is Missions hitting coach Gary Thurman, and you are listening to San Antonio Missions Baseball.
The remaining homestand will be a very good one on Friday, July 15th, when the Springfield Cardinals are in town. It will be used car night, courtesy of Security Service Federal Credit Union, and throughout the game, 10 lucky fans will win a used car brought to you by Security Service, KABB, Fox 29 Television. On July 6th, another fireworks spectacular, courtesy of Lysol and Airwick, after the ball game on Saturday, which starts at 7:05, and then the fireworks, and then on July 17th, it'll be Sunshine Cheez-It Missions team card set night. The first 1,000 fans receive a free Missions team card set from 2005. Nate Espy, the batter, and the fastball by Saunders misses outside, ball one. So order your tickets by calling the Missions at 675-7275. The left-hander rocks and deals the 1-0 pitch, and Espy takes it down low. Saunders took something off, and the count is 2-0. Espy hitting .333 over his last 16 games. The 2-0 delivery, and the fastball missing inside, ball 3-0. Mike Napoli wants to go out to have a word with Saunders. Espy continues to be one of the most patient and consistent hitters on this Missions team. One of the elder statesmen at 27 years of age. He's from Pensacola, Florida, and I'm glad that the hurricane down there didn't affect his family at all. 3-0 pitch, and Espy took it all the way. It's up high, ball four, and Nate walks on 4 pitches to start the 6th inning. And by the way, that is the first walk that Saunders has issued all night. Let's see if the Missions can take advantage of that as Jesse Horbeck will step in. Actually, it's the second walk, and Espy has walked both times, once in the first, actually, as well as in the 6th inning. Horbeck 1 for 2. He doubled in the first and also grounded out to short. He had a couple of tremendous home runs up in Midland on the last road trip. The right-hand batter takes one at the knee, strike one call. Horbeck batting .307 over his last 25 games with 5 homers and 16 RBIs. And he's been getting a lot of line drive hits to the gaps. And he pulls one toward third, taken by Leahy to second for one. Callaspo on the first, around the horn, a 5-4-3 double play. So Espy and Horbeck are erased on the double play. And there are 2 outs here in the 6th inning. Now the left fielder, and tonight's O2 Optics contact hitter John Nelson at the plate, batting for Vicky Mora of San Antonio. By the way, Callaspo and Aybar lead the Travelers in double plays turn. And Nelson takes a strike, and it's 0-1. Missions, with the lone run of the game in the first, they lead at 1-0. And the next pitch hit him. So Nelson is awarded first base. And the Missions have a base runner with 2 outs. Now, as long as it doesn't hit Nelson on his left hand, that's the hand in which he suffered the broken bow with. But he's all right, as the first baseman, Kendrys Morales, will hold him on. And the shortstop, Adam Jones, steps in. Right-hand batter, he's 0 for 2. Jones bounced back to the pitcher, Saunders, in the second, and he fly to right of the fourth. Slightly open stance at the plate. Now holding a set is the left-hander, Joe Saunders, and he delivers in a swing and a miss, strike 1. Saunders with 8 strikeouts to go along with walking 2 and also hitting John Nelson here in the 6th. And the 0-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Saunders doing a good job keeping that off-speed pitch down. And Jones behind on the count 0-2. Arkansas will be in for 2 more games after tonight's play, and then the Springfield Cardinals will be making their last appearance to San Antonio this year for a 3-game series starting on Friday night, July 15th. The 0-2 pitch, and it's inside and high to Jones, 1-2. Every game, with the exception of Sunday's game, will start at 7:05, while the Sunday game on July 17th will start at 6:05. Missions have an off day Monday. There's a golf tournament taking place involving the Missions, and then they're on the road again starting on Tuesday, July 19th. Throw the first, runner back. They will go to Frisco for 5 games and Corpus Christi for 4. And every game against the West is going to be important. It's been a very tight race to the second half with Corpus Christi on top. Missions 1 game back, and Midland a game and a half back. There goes the runner. Pitch a ball. Napoli throwing to second, a 1-hopper to second, not in time. Nelson with a stolen base. Napoli had a rush to throw. And for Nelson, that's his 7th stolen base of the year, a 1-hopper. Callaspo could not handle it. And now Jones with a chance for an RBI if he can get a base hit now with 2 outs in a 1-0 ball game with the Missions ahead here in the 6th. Very good crowd on hand tonight at Wolf Stadium, despite increasingly threatened skies. But although a comfortable evening, it's cooled down a bit. The 2-2 pitch and a swing and a miss, and Jones strikes out. Strikeout number 9 for Saunders. And the side is retired. No runs, no hits, a walk, a hit, batsman, and 1 left. Roy Acuff will resume play-by-play in the 7th inning. So at the end of 6, it is still the Missions 1 and the Arkansas Travelers nothing. We're back after this on KKYX.
Picture yourself at Wolf Stadium cheering on the Missions with a delicious hot dog in one hand served on a fresh Mrs. Baird's bun and an ice-cold soft drink in the other. Stop dreaming and start looking for Mrs. Baird's Grand Slam Deal coupon in specially marked Mrs. Baird's hot dog and hamburger bun packages. We're talking 4 tickets, 4 small soft drinks, and 4 regular hot dogs with a total savings of $10. Mrs. Baird's, Texas-born, Texas-bred. Proud sponsor of the San Antonio Missions. Look for details on package.
It's grilling season again. And here in South Texas, it's hard to beat the taste of kielbasa sausage. Since 1949, the kielbasa family has used nothing but the finest meats and freshest spices to bring you the best Polish, all beef, and beef jalapeno sausages. In fact, the kielbasa family stands behind their product with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. The best sausage you've ever eaten for your money back. Kielbasa, give them a try. You'll see why they're the best in the business.
Do you want what's best for your family? Well, then give them Dreyer's Grand Ice Cream. Made right here. With a wide variety of flavors, Dreyer's is sure to please every palate. Dreyer's is made with the finest ingredients and no doubt has the best flavor in Texas. Dreyer's Ice Cream is the choice when you want to reward your family with the best. Dreyer's Grand Ice Cream. Give them the good stuff. And remember, when you want the best, go Texan. To learn more about Go Texan, visit gotexan.org.
Hello, this is Dave Brundage, manager of the San Antonio Missions. Follow the future Mariner Stars on the San Antonio Missions radio network.
Mike Napoli leads off for the Travelers in the 7th inning. What a ball game. 1-0 Missions lead. Pitching has been the story of this entire series. Last night it was Sandoval and Fruto. Tonight it's been Soriano for 1 inning, and then Tom Oldham. Oldham, who has thrown 69 pitches heading into the 7th inning, will start with the league's leader in home runs and RBIs, Mike Napoli, and he starts him with a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Missions had the game's only run, a first-inning run on a pair of doubles by T.J. Bohn and Jesse Horvath, who drove him in. Swing and a miss, 0-2 on Napoli. Tom Oldham delivers a ball high and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fastball that missed. Thomas ready. The pitch on the way. Foul back. Hitter reached out and spoiled a 85-mile-an-hour fastball to the screen. Napoli has twice flied out to Bohn and right. Pitch is swung on, fouled off again. Mostly fastballs to Napoli, leading off the 7th inning. They've been all away. Here's the pitch. Swung on, grounded to second. To his right, Castro. Up with it, on to first, in time. Easy out, 4-3. As the carpet cleaner, Castro up with another clean play. And here's Kendrys Morales.
You know, lost in the pitching, and I still think about it. That throw that T.J. Bohn made on Callaspo's fly to right with Leahy on third, and 1 out preventing Leahy from trying to score.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1 on Morales.
Huge difference in the game so far.
I thought it was hit deep enough for at least Leahy to make an attempt at the... There's a fly ball to right. On the run is Bohn. Deep toward the right field corner. Over his left shoulder, makes the play. T.J. Bohn. Mr. Bohn comes up with another fine play.
Or you could say Bond's the name, T.J. Bohn.
7 putouts tonight for Bohn and right. And here's Tommy Murphy.
Very good jump on the ball going back toward the corner and right.
To call T.J. a defensive specialist would be a vast understatement. He has all the tools. Swung on, a foul ball shot off the plate. He is so good in the outfield, and yet he's equally good at the plate. There's a ball high. 30th rounder. He fell through the cracks when Iowa State dropped baseball. Swung on, a fly ball, pulled foul down the left field line. That's when most scouts lost track of Bohn. And he fell into obscurity. The Mariners had a good line on him, though. They've been swing and a miss, and down goes Murphy, and that's the inning. He powder rivered him on a 1-2 pitch, fastball, and it's 3 up and 3 down again. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Missions 1, and the Travs nothing. We're back after this.
Your homeowner's insurance does not have to go up this year. At Compass Insurance, we have access to several different insurance carriers to find the best deal for you without compromising coverage. You can have VIP service while having a large agency provide you with the best coverage for your home and automobile. This season, choose to save money and be a smart player by calling Compass Insurance at 366-0671 for a second opinion of your personal insurance needs. Compass Insurance Agency, a proud supporter of San Antonio Missions baseball.
When the game's on the line and the home crowd's getting restless, there's only one thing you want to see at the plate: Carl Buddig thin sliced meats. With 9 great flavors like honey ham, oven roasted turkey, and corned beef, Buddig has the variety to handle anything your team throws at it. Convenience like that is always a game winner, and you know you can count on Buddig to deliver plenty of power in the taste department. So pencil Carl Buddig into your lineup for a home run every time.
So your company is looking for a new or more reliable copier or printer. Before you decide, you should call CTWP. CTWP can show you how Konica Minolta and Kia Ceramita copiers and printers are designed from the very beginning to give you years of low-cost and reliable operation. The call to make in San Antonio since 1982 is CTWP, 590-2897, or check us out on the web, ctwp.com.
Hi, this is former Mission Willie Bloomquist, and you're listening to San Antonio Missions Baseball.
Sounds of the Wolf.
He told me he would. Everybody from sea to
Bottom of the 7th inning. René Rivera leads it off for the Missions. Swung on, squibs it back toward the mound. It's in play and on to first. 1 out. Saunders to Morales, and Rivera out on 1 pitch. 1-3. Joe Saunders. That was his 96th pitch tonight. He'll face Castro here in the bottom of the 7th inning with 1 out and nobody on. Missions clinging to a 1-0 lead. This is the second game of a 4-game series against the Travelers. Castro 0 for 2. Pitch on the way, and it's in high, ball 1. Ismael hitting .254 on the year. Pitch on the way, and it's down low inside. Tight slider. 2-0 on Castro. Open stance. Pitch is in for a strike at the knees, 2-1. Izzy's had another solid night with the glove. Here's the pitch. Swung on, looped into center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit right over the head of Callaspo. And Castro is on with a 1-out single in the bottom of the 7th inning. That gets us to the top of the order for Jaime Bubela. American League has the lead in Detroit, 3-0.
And Miguel Tejada of the Orioles hit a home run for the American League.
Right now, there's your MVP. I almost went with Tejada. Can I change my vote? Can I go ahead and go with Miguel?
If you want to. Doesn't matter to me, to be honest with you. I mean, we're not really...
Hey, we got $100 on this game.
Oh,
yeah. There's no gambling in baseball.
Well, we still have the O2 optics.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So one gambling situation at a time.
Bubela takes it high for ball 1.
Boy, a beautiful park, that Comerica Park. Downtown Detroit behind it. Still haven't forgotten that 1971 All-Star game when 6 future Hall of Famers hit home runs at Old Tiger Stadium.
Here's the pitch, and a ball low and away.
And Harmon Killebrew then of the Twins, late Roberto Clemente of the Pirates, Frank Robinson of the Orioles, Hank Aaron of the Braves. But the one that stands out, Reggie's shot that went in the upper deck, and, of course, Jackson was still playing with the Oakland Athletics.
1 for 3 for Bubela, and the pitch. He takes a strike at the knees, 2-1.
July 13th, 1971. I remember that date well.
1 out here in the 7th. 1 on, 1 out. Castro the lead. The Saunders pitch is lifted foul off the left side, out of play. And it goes to 2-2 on Bubela. He has struck out twice and lined a single his last time up to right center. Two-two pitch on the way. He struck him out. And that will do it for Bubela. And for Saunders, strikeout number 10 on the night.
Quite a hit. Bubela having a tough night, Roy. Third time he's pinned against Saunders.
That'll bring up Guzman. That's 1 strikeout short of the 11 that Mark McLemore had against the Mission. Swung on, line drive right field. That one may be trouble. Leaping, making the catch on the warning track is Tommy Murphy, robbing Guzman of a extra base hit and denying the Missions a run. At the end of 7, we are still 1-0 Missions. What a play by Tommy Murphy in right field for the Travelers. We're back in 90 seconds after this on KKYX.
Toughness and quality, trademarks that make Toyota trucks the best of the best.
Toyota's Best of the Best sales event is on at your Toyota Town dealers.
With 0 APR for 60 months, save over $5,300 total on any new 05 Tundra.
Get an extra $1,000 in package savings when you upgrade to the must-have Texas edition.
That's over $6,300 off the MSRP.
Or lease the new 05 Tundra Double Cab, just $269 a month for 36 months with 0 down payment and no security deposit.
Trade up at Universal Toyota, exit O'Connor near I-35.
See the guys at Cavender Toyota on Northwest Loop 410 in Bandera.
Alamo Toyota's waiting on you out by the airport on Loop 410 Northeast.
Get over to Red McCombs Toyota on I-10 just outside Loop 410.
Log on at buyatoyota.com and see the new trucks of Texas at your Toyota Town dealers.
Toyota trucks, moving forward.
CDA rebate of $500 applied to the first month's payment of $269, 0% APR for 60 months through TFS with approved Tier 1 and 2 credit versus bank rate 6.33% APR. Offers may vary by region. Must pay retail delivery from dealer by 7505. Lease plus taxes and license fees. 20 cents per mile over, 12K miles per year.
Picture yourself at Wolf Stadium cheering on the Missions with a delicious hot dog in one hand served on a fresh Mrs. Baird's bun and an ice-cold soft drink in the other. Stop dreaming and start looking for Mrs. Baird's Grand Slam Deal coupon in specially marked Mrs. Baird's hot dog and hamburger bun packages. We're talking 4 tickets, 4 small soft drinks, and 4 regular hot dogs with a total savings of $10. Mrs. Baird's, Texas-born, Texas-bred. Proud sponsor of the San Antonio Missions. Look for details on package.
Hello, this is Dave Niehaus, voice of the Seattle Mariners, and this is Texas League Baseball on the San Antonio Missions Radio Network.
Well, the American League adds 2 more runs on an Ichiro 2-run single, bringing home Jason Varitek and Brian Roberts. And the AL now leads 5-0 in the 4th inning at Detroit. Running away. Roy Oswalt is out of the game. New pitcher in there for the National League. Here is Mike Elward leading off against the youngster Tom Oldham here in the 8th inning. That's a ball low.
Yep, I mentioned Levon Hernandez of the Washington Nationals now taking the hill for the senior circuit.
That's in for a strike. And it's 1-1 on Elward. 1-0 here. The Missions lead Arkansas. Pitch is swung on and foul back, and it's 1-2 on Elward. Boy, what a night for the youngster Oldham, pitching very well. Swung on a line drive to right, a base hit. Bohn threw to first, but did not get Elward. Bohn fired it to first, but it was late. Elward on with a base hit. And here's Gates.
Well, I really like when he tries to pull that play. That's why guys running to first really have to hustle when TJ comes in, because it's just like a quarterback out there. Very quick release on that ball.
He's amazing. Elward beat it out by a step at first. Texas League tonight for Compass Insurance. Wichita beat Midland earlier today at noontime, 12-3. That game was completed early because of rain in the area. There's a bunt in front of the plate, picked up by Rivera. His throw to first is in time to Horvath. That goes as a sac bunt, 2-3. Move Elward over to second base on the fielder's choice and bring up Ryan Leahy. Springfield leads Corpus Christi in the bottom of the fifth inning 2-0 at Whataburger. Frisco with a 6-5 lead at Tulsa in the top of the sixth. Tying run at second for the Travelers. One out here in the top of the eighth. And a breaking ball strike on the inside corner to Leahy, who doubled his last time up. Tom Oldham looks in for the sign and delivers a ball down and in. And the count goes to a ball and a strike. That's high. 2-1 on Leahy. Oldham working from the stretch with the tying run at second base. The pitch, swung on, foul back. 2-2. Tom Oldham in a mild jam here in the eighth inning, protecting a 1-0 lead. Cortez in the bullpen. The pitch, swung on and fouled off. Count stays at 2-2. Dave Brundage hoping to get Oldham through the eighth, and then perhaps Cortez for the ninth if things go well. Here's the 2-2. Curveball lined into center field, a base hit. Bubela on, the throw to the plate. The runner holding at third, Elward. As Leahy slaps a single to center, and Elward held at third. So first and third, one out, and top of the order, Reggie Willits.
Well, Roy, apparently Tom is starting to show signs of arm fatigue, getting his pitches up, and that was up for Leahy, and he was able to punch it. Fortunately for the Missions, it was punched a little bit hard because Bubela hustled in to make sure that the runner, Elward, doesn't try to score from third base, and a good play by Horvath to cut it off at the mound.
So we have first and third with one out in the top of the eighth inning. This is Arkansas, clearly their biggest threat of the night in a 1-0 ball game. Missions infield obviously hoping to get a ground ball. Outfield shallow, ground ball to third. Bobbled by Guzman. He had the double play ball and it kicked away from him. I think he was ready to start it around the horn before he got control of the ball. That's an error, and the tying run scores. A one-hopper straight to Guzman, and he muffed it as he was starting to make the exchange. The ball popped out. That would have been perhaps an inning-ending double play. E5, run scores. No RBI. And here's Callaspo with 2 on and 1 out now in the 8th inning. And now the Mission suddenly scrambling for their lives here in a 1-run game and a 1-1 game. This game now is anybody's. And Dwight Bernard is out to the hill as Rene Cortez continues to throw down in the bullpen.
Your lone man at third, if you're Jesus Guzman, that was hit hard enough, and he had time. And even though Wolves can run very well, I mean, it was scorched. That he had time to start the double play, but he was just handcuffed, and it's a tie game at 1. And Oldham just has to do is put that behind him and just focus on the next hitter, Callaspo.
So Dwight Bernard's visit is a brief one. In a 1-1 game now. By the way, the first run of the series for the Travelers. And now Oldham has got the runner picked off second. Between second and third. The throw, it hit him. Guzman's throw hit the base runner.
Ay.
And another error on Guzman. They had the runner caught up between second and third, and the throw by Guzman to Castro hit the runner, Leahy, and he scampers over to third base. Another error on the Goose. Oldham stepped off the mound and had Leahy hung out to dry between second and third. And lost him in the rundown, and in the process, Willits ends up at second base. And now suddenly the Missions are in danger of not only losing the lead, but we're late in this game. 8th inning, 1-1. And Callaspo is at the plate, 0 for 3. Missions infield is in all the way around. What a sudden turn of events. There's a pitch out. The Missions were thinking maybe a squeeze play was on. They may go ahead and, oh no, they're not going to put Callaspo on. They'll pitch to him. At third is Leahy. At second is Reggie Willits. Both advancing due to errors. Here's the pitch. And that's a ball high on a breaking pitch. And it's 2-0 on Callaspo. Two costly errors by third baseman Jesus Guzman in the 8th inning have opened the door for Arkansas. 2-0 pitch. Low inside, ball 3. And now they'll go ahead and put him on. There's no need to do anything else here. Callaspo is now on with a walk, and the bags are full now. The first walk issued by Oldham tonight. And now bases loaded. 1 out, and you can only hope that Aybar will hit it on the ground or not very deep into the outfield. Leahy doesn't have exceptional speed at third. Here's the pitch. Swung on, grounded foul up the third baseline. 0-1. Went into the inning. Missions leading 1-0. Mike Elward opened the inning with a base hit. Moved to second on a bunt. Here's the pitch. Swung on, grounded, pass, diving stump, Guzman, throw to first, double play! Guzman diving to his right. stopped it, stepped on the bag at third, gunned to first to end the inning. And somehow the Missions come out of that in a 1-1 tie. Guzman, an amazing play on that smash up the line by Aybar. So he atoned for himself in a big, big way there, making the defensive play of the night on a ball that looked like it was going to be by him into the corner with 2-3 runs likely to score. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning, tied at 1-1. Missions Baseball on 680 KKYX.
Summer are here, and that means hot weather, so stay inside, be cool, and play pool on your new table from the Billiard Factory. Since 1985, the Billiard Factory has offered the finest pool tables designed and constructed in America by Olhausen, and all come with a lifetime warranty. Come to the Billiard Factory right now and choose from over 20 models on display at prices as low as $12.95, including delivery, setup, and accessories. In addition, the Billiard Factory uses their own technicians for all setup and service. The Billiard Factory. Call 490-1426. That's 490-1426.
This is John Huber of the San Antonio Missions, and you are listening to Missions Baseball on 680 KKYX.
Matt Wilhite is on the pitch for Arkansas. Matt Wilhite is 1-2 with a 2.70 earned run average, making his 39th appearance. In relief of Joe Saunders, who leaves tonight with a no decision. Worked 7 innings, 6 hits, a run, 2 walks, and 10 strikeouts. Wilhite facing T.J. Bohn, who bunts toward third, and it's a foul ball. He tried to drop a drag bunt for a hit in the bottom of the 8th inning. Bohn is 2 for 3 with a double, and he scored the only Missions run in the first after a hustle double. The pitch inside, missing. So it's a ball and a strike on Bohn in a 1-1 ball game in the bottom of the 8th inning. Ball way outside. This pitching change brought to you by Verizon Wireless. Can you hear me now? Great. Good. Wonderful. Swung on, line, left field. That's in the corner. That's extra bases as Bohn makes the journey to second, and he's in with a stand-up double.
So is that double. Wonderful. Just right down the middle and golfed it down the line, and now the Missions with plenty of golden opportunities to get TJ in with nobody out here in the 8th in this 1-1 game.
Well, TJ doing his thing in the presence of Frank Maddox. Maybe a good omen for Bohn. I mean, that ball was smoked into that curvy corner down the left field line, 310 feet away, when it acts like a pinball machine once it hits the wall. It's probably the most difficult corner in the league to play when that ball gets to going around that corner. So here's Espy. His job, pure and simple, bring him home or get him to third. Wilhite delivers, and a ground ball smashed to short. Throw to second, out. Throw to first, out. double play. Espy hit a smash to Aybar, who threw to second, doubling or catching Bohn off the bag on a tag play, and then Callaspo on to first to get Espy. A 6-4-3 double play. And the hitter is Horvath, and he swings through that first pitch, and it's 0-1.
Well, Aybar didn't waste any time. Good heads-up play when he saw T.J. dead to rights off the bag at second.
He went leaning out there as if he was wanting to go to third, and Aybar picked him. There's a fly ball to right. In is Murphy to make the catch. Horvath is out, and the Missions let an opportunity slip away in the eighth. No runs on one hit, and nobody left. We go to the ninth inning. Still tied at 1-1. A rare 6-4-3 double play with a runner at second to start the double play, and you don't see that one very often. We go to the ninth, 1-1. Back after this.
We're on a mission. North Park Mazda is on a mission to become the #1 Mazda dealer in San Antonio. We're out to be #1 in both Mazda sales and Mazda service. Come get the North Park reputation for both quality and value in our complete Mazda lineup. Visit North Park Mazda, 9333 San Pedro, just north of Loop 410, or log on to our website at mpmazda.com. Come experience the Mazda test drive today, because we're on a mission.
Are you a qualified electrician? Then get connected. The top pay, excellent working conditions, employee-paid vacation, 3 pension, and free employer-paid health insurance for you and your family when you call 337-1741, 337-1741, and get connected to the IBEW. Electrical Workers Local number 60 is looking for 1,000 qualified electricians, experienced foremen, and supervisors for the upcoming Toyota plant and other major projects. So call 337-1741 today and get connected to the IBEW, 337-1741.
Introducing the new Family Share Plan from Verizon Wireless. Now you can add a line for only $9.99 monthly access when you switch to the new plan today. You'll get 2 lines for only $59.99 monthly access, and you can add a line or up to 3 for just $9.99 each. Then you, your family, and any other Verizon Wireless customers can talk with unlimited in-calling without using any of your plan minutes when calling from America's Choice coverage area. There's never been a better time to switch to America's best, most reliable wireless network. Verizon Wireless, we never stop working for you.
This is pitcher Tim Rawl of the San Antonio Missions, and you're listening to Missions Baseball on 680 KKYX.
We go to the top of the ninth inning, 1-1. Rene Cortez on to work for the Missions. This is a Kellogg's Cheez-It pitching change. You got the Cheez-Its, tell them to get their own. Swing on, pop up, back on the roof, out of play. Napoli leading off against Cortez. 0 for 3. Twice is flied to Bohn and right, and rolled out to Cortez. His other time up, our Castro. Pitch on the way. Another pop up, this on the right side. Bohn is in on the foul line and makes the catch for the out, and shallow right into foul territory, about 3 steps. And here's Kendrys Morales. Dangerous hitter. You have to respect Morales after what we saw him do at Ray Winder on the Mission's last road trip. Last road trip to Arkansas. Pitch on the way to Morales is on the outside corner. And it's a ball and a strike on Kendrys. Here's the pitch. Swung on, ground ball to first. Easy play for Horvath. A big one hopper. That's one of those tailor-made unassisted to the first Sacker plays, and here's Tommy Murphy. With 2 out in the top of the 9th inning in a 1-1 game. Murphy is 0 for 3 in this one. We're tied at 1-1. Cortez ready. Here's the pitch. That's a breaking ball strike right in there. 5-1. Springfield leads at Corpus in the 6th inning. Cardinals on their way to a win, and looks like. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2 on Murphy. In the bottom of the 9th inning for the Missions, Nelson, Jones, Rivera. American League ready to finish off the NL again, it looks like. Here's the pitch, and a ball outside. As much as I enjoy having the 7th game in the American League Park, because I'm an American League fan, I don't know that I care for the winner-takes-all all-star thing. I'm with Stu on that one. And that's a ball high, 1-2.
You know, like I said, not only one game, but an exhibition game. Doesn't make sense to me, but that's my opinion.
2-2 on Murphy. And the pitch. And it's ball 3. But it's the only all-star game of its kind that anyone really gives a hoot about, I think. The others are more for show, I believe. 3-2 pitch. That's grounded softly to second. Castro in, bobbles it, can't recover. E4. Ismael had to hurry on that, and he just simply misplayed it. Well, after the plays he's made in this series and last, I think we can excuse Mr. Castro for his 7th error. He's been unbelievable. Here is Elward. Or Espito is hitting for Elward. Pinch hitter, Espito. Jason Espito. Throw to first, runner back. At first, Murphy with 2 out. Pitch on the way, and it's a breaking ball strike on the inside corner, 0-1.
It looks like Pedro Bohn Jr., 38-year-old veteran of the Braves Blue Jays, more than 200 Major League games, loosening up now in the bullpen for Arkansas.
0-1, the count on Jason Espito. The pitch on the way. Swung on, squib foul, back to the screen. 0-2. Two out in the top of the 9th inning. Cortez ready. Right-hander set. Looks and delivers. Runner goes. Outside. Throw to second. The tag. He is safe. Elward got a tremendous jump on Cortez, and not even Rivera's arm was good enough to make up for lost time. Elward stealing his 18th bag. He stole that on Cortez. By the time Rivera made the throw, or Murphy stole it on Cortez. By the time he made the throw, Murphy was no more than 12, 13 feet away from second. So Murphy with his 18th bag. A 1-2 count on Espito. And the pitch. It's a ball low. 2-2. That's the lead run at second for the Travelers here in the ninth inning. Cortez steps off the rubber and looks the runner back. Two-two pitch. Here it is. Swung on, grounded to short. To his left, Jones. Long throw to first. It is in time. Horbeck dug out a low throw on the outfield side of the bag. Man, that's a big play by Horbeck. If that thing kicks loose with 2 out, Murphy's probably burning for home. As we go to the bottom of the ninth inning, we're still tied at 1-1. We're back after this on KKYX.
Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Small Business Owner. Me again, the Verizon Super Pages, with a fantastic offer. Just place one ad with me, America's Best Yellow Pages, and get another ad for free. And what's better than free? Free is what this country is all about. Free is what our founding fathers fought for. Free is the very fabric of... But I digress. And right now, when you advertise with me, you'll pay up to 50% less than with my other less generous rivals. So, in a nutshell, America's Best Yellow Pages, up to 50% off, and one ad for free. After all, free is what the Pilgrims came here for. Free is what makes eagles fly. Free is the backbone.
Online, on your cell, in the book. The Verizon Super Pages. Wherever you are, there it is. Verizon. Claims based on studies for Verizon Information Services 2004 Yellow Pages IMA published rates. Some restrictions apply. Contact your Verizon Super Pages representative for full offer details.
For more information on advertising in the greater San Antonio Verizon Super Pages, call 1-888-77-VERIZON.
Shake up a Fiesta flavor with Fiesta brand spices and seasonings. From the barbecue grill to the bean pot, Fiesta has earned more home runs on flavor by selecting only the freshest and best quality spices for more than 40 years. Fiesta is a championship team that belongs in your kitchen. Olay, Bohner's Fiesta brand spices.
Look for the full line of Bohner spices at your favorite grocery store.
This is Mission Coach Buzzy Keller. You're listening to San Antonio Missions Baseball on 680 KKYX.
Here's John Nelson leading off the bottom of the ninth inning against the Travelers. Matt Wilhite.
Having a chance to not only make the Missions fans happy if he can hit a walk-off home run, but make Vicky Mora of San Antonio happy. She is tonight's 0-2 contact hitter contestant of the game.
Nelson trying to snap an 0-for-23 drought. Swings, grounds one to short. Up with it, Aybar. Throw to first. In time. Nelson out on a close play at first. Got him by a step. One gone for Adam Jones. Nelly, first ball swinging, put the ball in play to the hole deep at short. Aybar, nice play. Jonesy 0-for-3. Rolled out, flied out, struck out. Bunt. Toward the mound, easy out. Throw to first, in time. Jones did not intend to push that so much toward the hill. He wanted to drop it along the third baseline. It turns out to be an easy play for Wilhite, 1-3. Two gone for René Rivera. And we're one out away from extra innings again tonight.
Be the Mission's 15th extra inning game. Yeah, that's a big hit right now.
Yeah, Rivera could end it. He's capable.
Absolutely.
Takes a strike, 0-1 on the inside corner. Two out. Swung on, grounded to short. We will go to extra innings. Aybar's throw to first is in time. Rivera's out, and it's an easy inning for Wilhite. 3 up and 3 down. We head for the 10th. Missions 1, Travelers 1. We're back after this.
is Missions Baseball on 680 KKYX. Don't forget, fans, the Missions have some great events coming up on this homestand a little bit later on. Don't forget, Dollar Night this coming Thursday night here at Nelson Stadium. The date, July 14th. It'll also be San Antonio College 100th Anniversary T-shirt night. And the first 1,500 fans attending the game receive a T-shirt commemorating the 100th season of baseball in the Alamo City, and also another Dollar Night, dollar hot dogs, dollar pizza, dollar soda, and dollar beer. And on July 15th, Used Car Night, presented by Security Service Federal Credit Union. Throughout the entire game, 10 lucky fans will win a used car courtesy of Security Service and KABB Fox 29. And on July 16th, a fireworks spectacular after the Springfield Missions game, which starts at 7:05. And don't forget, Sunday, July 17th, when the homestand concludes, Sunshine Cheez-It Missions team card set night. The first 1,000 fans receive a free Missions team baseball card set from 2005, courtesy of Sunshine Cheez-It and the Express News. Prices for tickets: $6 outfield reserve seats, upper reserve 7, upper box 8, and lower box $9. To order your tickets, call the Missions at 675-7275. Roy, it should be an eventful week for the Missions fans.
Really should. Nicely read. 7-0. The American League now running away in Detroit. Mark Teixeira had a 2-run homer for the AL. Well, we are in the 10th. David Gates leads off against the right-hander Rene Cortez. Here's the look and the pitch, and it's a fastball missing wide, ball 1. 1-1. Extra innings for the 15th time this year for the Missions. That's a ball outside. 2-0. Here's the 2-0 pitch on the way. That's in for a call strike to the knees, 2-1. Guzman is hugging the line at third. Outfield straightaway, infield deep and back. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing on, foul back. 2-2. Well, the Missions a chance tonight to get back into a first-place tie if Springfield holds on to win at Corpus and the Missions find a way to win this one. There's a ball high. But there are no givens in baseball. Full count on Gates at 3-2. Right-hander Cortez delivers, and a ball low, and the Travelers have their lead runner aboard in the top of the 10th inning. Cortez's first walk tonight. Here is Leahy. He's had a good night. He's doubled and singled and grounded out. Springfield leads Corpus 6-1 in the 8th. Tulsa goes ahead of Frisco 10-8 in the 7th. That's a ball wide. And it's ball 1 to Leahy.
Rene is going to have to find a way to get that ball down. He's been getting a lot of his pitches up, and now he and Horlbeck communicating on some signals about the base runner Gates at first base.
Here's the look in by Cortez. Ready. And the pitch. It's a ball outside and low. He's just missing, that's all. 2-0. Cortez has been very good over his last 9 outings with an ERA of 3. That's a bunt pushed along the first baseline. Horlbeck will get the tag on the runner, Leahy, and Gates moves over to second base on the bunt to first. And here's Reggie Willits. So Cortez in a bit of a jam here. Willits is a good hitter. He's 1 for 3 tonight, hitting .314 coming into play.
And this time turning around to bat left-handed against the right-hander Cortez. Of course, it was the last time up. He was batting with 2 on and 1 out when he had a hot smash to third. Guzman, double play possibility, and he booted the ground ball.
Outfield shallow, swung on, slice foul off the left side. The strongest arms are Bubela and Bohn in center and right. Nelly straight away and left. Here's the 0-1. Swung on, chop foul up the third base side, out of play. Good pitch. That one was a split that was diving into the zone against Willits, and he fought it off. 0-2.
Going back when Guzman booted the double play ball, Elward came in to score as a result to tie the game, and that's where we still are in the 10th.
The run was unearned off Oldham, but it's up there. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Ball outside, 1-2. th extra inning game this year. The Missions are 8-6 in games that go beyond 9 innings. Cortez the look at second, and the pitch. Swung on, fouled off again. Extra innings, the Travelers are, it's hard to read this, I think they're 1-3. There they are. They're 1-3. Amazing. Only 4 extra inning games fouled out of play. The Travelers are 0-3 at home, 1-0 on the road in extra innings. Go figure that. 1-2, the count on Willits are 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cortez the look. The set, the pitch. Swung on. A little bloop into left field. Jones is back to make the catch. Throw to second. Not in time to double up Gates. So Adam Jones tracks that one into shallow left and makes the play on it.
Good heads-up play and a good jump by Jones. Nelly was coming in, but Nelly didn't have a chance for the ball, but Jones came out into short left field from his spot at short to make a fine play to hold the runner at second.
That was a good pitch in on the hands. Now here's Aybar, or Callaspo, correction, and he checks his swing on that one. and takes a strike, 0-1. Broke the plane on the first pitch. At second, Gates. Cortez the look and the pitch. Down low inside. And does he go on that one also? He did. 0-2 on Callaspo. He's checked his swing twice, and both times has failed to hold up on it. As Cortez has put 2 sliders in the dirt, and both have led to strikes on Callaspo. I think I'll throw that thing again. He did. Struck him out. And that ends it in the 10th inning for the Travelers.
You proved to be a prophet, Roy.
No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 10th inning. Missions need a run to win. We're back after this on KKYX.
Step up to the plate to find your next home with the Lind Company and the San Antonio Missions. The San Antonio Missions are #1, and so is the Lind Company, the official home of the Texas Champions. The Lind Company manages over 50 properties with rents as low as $264 to $1,250. Why strike out when you can hit a home run with the Lind Company? Visit our interactive website at thelindco.com, spelled L-Y-N-D, or give us a call at 798-RENT at 798-7366.
So your company is looking for a new or more reliable copier or printer. Before you decide, you should call CTWP. CTWP can show you how Konica Minolta and Kia Ceramita copiers and printers are designed from the very beginning to give you years of low-cost and reliable operation. The call to make in San Antonio since 1982 is CTWP, 590-2897, or check us out on the web, ctwp.com.
Take a double meat Whataburger and top it off with a heaping helping of A1 thick and hearty sauce. Load it up with crispy bacon, American cheese, a pile of grilled onions, and serve it all on a big toasted bun, and you've got yourself an A1 thick and hearty burger. I don't know if there's a Hamburger Hall of Fame, but right now might be a good time to start one up.
What a burger!
Just like you like it.
Hi, this is Missions President Burl Yarbrough. You're listening to the San Antonio Missions Radio Network.
Well, a new pitcher for the Travelers. They bring on Von Sturzbach, right-hander. He'll face Castro leading off the bottom of the 10th inning. So Wilhite ends up going 2 innings, scoreless, no runs, and only 1 hit allowed. And Sturzbach is in to pitch. Sturzbach this year, record-wise, 3 wins, 4 losses, a 4.79 ERA. 37th appearance. Right now, there's a strike call to Castro as we get underway in the bottom of the 10th inning. Pitching change brought to you by Verizon. Can you hear me now? Good. Ball outside, 1-1. 1-1 our score. Bottom of the 10th inning, Castro swings, lifts a lazy pop-up on the infield. Under this one is Callaspo, and he makes the catch. 1 away in the bottom of the 10th inning, Jaime Bubela. 1 for 4 tonight. Facing Sturzbach. Von Sturzbach. Pitch to Bubela. Dips low, a ball. Sturzbach making his 3rd appearance against the Missions. He's 0-2 with a 4.91 ERA. That's a ball high, and it's 2-0 on Bubela. So the Missions have beaten him twice. Here's the high kick. The pitch is low, ball 3. 3-0 on Sturzbach. Now the look. And the pitch. Swung on. Drive toward the scoreboard. Way back. It could be. This one is over. Jaime Bubela with a walk-off home run in the bottom of the 10th inning. And the Missions win it by a score of 2-1.
Everybody out of the dugout greeting Bubela, his 7th home run, and a very critical game with Corpus losing tonight against Springfield, and the Missions wanting to make a statement that Corpus is not going to run away with anything, and that the Missions are going to be up there for the rest of the second half of this Western race.
Oh, baby. He swung at a 3-0 pitch. We're going to go to break, and we come back. We'll grab Bubela as our star of the game. Back after this on KKYX. Okay, let's go down to the dugout and catch tonight's player of the game, Jaime Bubela, connected for a walk-off home run. Jaime, it was a 3-0 pitch. Did you hit a get-over strike?
Yeah, I did. I don't think he
he
meant to leave it there, but thank goodness he did. Thank God.
Yeah, thank goodness for. As a rule, on a 3-0 pitch, do hitters is it at your discretion to swing at that pitch, or did Brundy ask you to?
Brundy pretty much let me. That's the way it goes, and he's playing for him. You get those chances quite often, and he lets us play and be aggressive. And some people don't like to swing 3-0, and I don't mind it if the pitch is there.
If the pitch is exactly where you want it, in the sweet spot, you got to jump on it. Huh?
That's right.
I asked you before you came back if it was your first walk-off home run ever.
It was.
That goes all the way back, huh?
I can't remember one.
Well, it's a special. Tell me how it feels to hit a walk-off home run.
It's amazing. I don't know. It just felt great. I just didn't want. If the pitch was there, I wanted to be able to turn on it like I did, and unfortunately for him, he put it right there for me.
Well, Jaime, it's a great win for you. You know, you're having such a wonderful year. I think everybody on this ball club and all your fans, I know Stu and I in the booth have really, really enjoyed your game this year. I tell you, it's been amazing.
Thanks. I've really enjoyed playing. It's been fun, a great group of guys, and just fun people to be around. It's great.
Hey, and we got 50 more to go, baby.
Yes, we do.
Oh, man. Hey, Corpus Christi is losing tonight, so you guys are back in the tie for first, by the way.
That's great. Still a lot of season left, just like you said. And we just got to keep playing our game, and I think if we play up to our ability, we'll end up on top at the end.
Well, it was a great pitching performance once again. You're in center field. You get the perfect look at these pitches tonight.
Tom was unbelievable. Just keeping him off balance, throwing his breaking balls and change up for strikes. They couldn't. Then he'd throw the fastball right by him. It was fun to see from center field.
Well, it was a beautiful win for you guys.
Yeah, it was.
Stu, anything for Jaime before he goes to chow down?
Yeah, it had to be really sweet, especially after the 3 strikeouts. But, boy, I'll tell you, over the last month or two, you really have hit the ball so well. 23-game hitting streak until it was snapped in early July. What's been the real secret, the kind of focus you have and approach to the plate when you face these Texas League pitchers, Jimmy?
You just being hitting leadoff, I'm supposed to see a lot of pitches and things like that, and I think that's really helped my approach as far as just knowing what to look for and having an approach at the plate every at bat. It's really helped.
Jamie, I know you probably know everybody by their first name at Good Time Charlie's. We're going to send you back, okay?
I love that place. I appreciate it. Tell my family all that's listening hello.
Yeah, you go ahead and say hi to whoever you want.
My grandma and Nanny and Pop and Mom and Dad and everybody else that's listening.
That's wonderful. Jamie, congratulations.
Way to go, Jamie.
Thanks a lot.
Jaime Bubela, a walk-off home run tonight. Man, oh man, how sweet it is. And the Missions win this one by a final score of 2-1. Here are the totals for San Antonio: 2 runs, 8 hits, 3 errors, 7 left. Arkansas, 1 run, 5 hits, no errors, 7 left. Cortez, the winner. René is 1-3. Sturzbach, the loss, 3-5. Time of the game, 2:35, 2 hours, 35 minutes, 3,598 in the yard tonight to see one whale of a ball game. Correction on Cortez's record, he's 4-3 on the year, not 1-3. Didn't want to short René 3 wins. So that's our play-by-play story this evening. Once again, it ends in the most dramatic way you can finish a game, with a walk-off home run in the bottom of the 10th inning, hit by Missions center fielder Jaime Bubela. What a story he's been this season. That's going to do it for the play-by-play portion of tonight's broadcast. I'm Roy Ecuff for Richard Martinez, my partner Stu Paul. Thanks to all of you very much for tuning in tonight. Until tomorrow night at 6:45, from yours truly, good night. God bless. Now stay tuned for Stu's scoreboard show for Compass Insurance, headed your way next, here on 680 KKYX, the home of San Antonio Missions Baseball.
San Antonio Missions Baseball has been brought to you by your Toyota Town Dealers. Toyota, that's moving forward. By Coca-Cola and Dr. Pepper. By State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. By Church's Chicken. Gotta have that crunch. By Security Service Federal Credit Union. It pays to know us. By Whataburger. Just like you like it. By the Texas Department of Agriculture Go Texan program. And these great Go Texan partners. Breyer's Brand Ice Cream. Boulder's Fiesta Spices. And Doge's Rice Milling. Good people. Great products. By Kielbasa Sausage. The best sausage you have ever tasted. By Mrs. Bear's. Texas-born, Texas bred. By Allstate. You're in good hands with Allstate. By Carl Budding Meats. Carl Budding. A real slice of life. By Great Clips. Great haircuts every time. By Wingstop. The wing experts. By Kellogg's Sunshine Cheez-Its. Get your own. Now stay tuned. The Compass Insurance Scoreboard Show is coming up next on the home of the Missions, 680 KKYX.
Toughness and quality, trademarks that make Toyota trucks the best of the best.
Toyota's Best of the Best sales event is on at your Toyota Town dealers.
With 0 APR for 60 months, save over $5,300 total on any new 05 Tundra.
Get an extra $1,000 in package savings when you upgrade to the must-have Texas edition.
That's over $6,300 off the MSRP.
Or lease the new 05 Tundra Double Cab, just $269 a month for 36 months with 0 down payment and no security deposit.
Trade up at Universal Toyota, exit O'Connor near I-35.
See the guys at Cavender Toyota on Northwest Loop 410 and Bandera.
Alamo Toyota's waiting on you out by the airport on Loop 410 Northeast.
Get over to Red McCombs Toyota on I-10 just outside Loop 410.
Log on at buyatoyota.com and see the new trucks of Texas at your Toyota Town dealers.
Toyota trucks, moving forward.
TDA rebate of $500 applied to the first month's payment of $269, 0% APR for 60 months through TFS with approved Tier 1 and 2 credit versus bank rate 6.33% APR. Offers may vary by region. Must take retail delivery from dealer by 7505. Lease plus taxes and license fees. 20 cents per mile over, 12K miles per year.
Doge's rice is grown, milled, and packaged right here in Texas and delivered to stores near you. The Doge's are the rice experts, ensuring you the freshest, highest quality rice and taste that you've come to expect. The Doge's offer a variety of products, from their most popular and rich long-grain rice to their economical budget brand rice. And to make cooking easy, Doge's roux is perfect every time. Doge's roux makes cooking gumbo, fricassee, stew, and gravy fast, easy, and delicious. Doge's Rice Milling Company. Quality products, quality service, quality people. Serving Texas for over 20 years. So go Texan and pick up the red, white, and blue bag of Doge's rice and roux with the State of Texas logo in your favorite supermarket today. Take it home and cook up something good.
Welcome to the Compass Insurance Scoreboard Show, the official postgame show of the San Antonio Missions Baseball Club. Compass Insurance, proud sponsor of the San Antonio Missions. Now, for a complete game wrap-up, plus a look at all the latest scores, let's go back out to the ballpark.
Now the look. And the pitch. Swung on. Drive toward the scoreboard. Way back. It could be. This one is over. Jaime Bubela with a walk-off home run in the bottom of the 10th inning. And the Missions win it by a score of 2-1. Everybody out of the dugout greeting Bubela, his 7th home run, and a very critical game with Corpus losing tonight against Springfield, and the Missions wanting to make a statement that Corpus is not going to run away with anything and that the Missions are going to be up there for the rest of the second half of this Western race. How true that statement is made by yours truly. Hi, everybody. I'm Stu Paul, and this is the Compass Insurance Post-Game Scoreboard Show. A dramatic victory for the Missions as they won it 2-1 in 10 innings, and they are now 9-6 in extra innings. Jaime Bubela with one out against the reliever for Arkansas. Bohn stretched back. He was at 3-0 and got the green light. And as Roy mentioned, and a great call by Roy, belting one over the wall and right in front of the scoreboard, and Jaime Bubela with his 7th home run of the year, and the Missions win it 2-1, and have taken the first 2 games to this 4-game set against the Travelers. Here are the totals in the ball game for the San Antonio Missions: 2 runs, 8 hits, 3 errors, 7 runners left. For the Arkansas Travelers, 1 run, 5 hits, no errors, 7 men left on base as well. The winning pitcher, René Cortez, is record 4-3. The loss goes to Von Sturzbach, whose record falls to 3-5. Time of the game, 2 hours, 35 minutes, 3,598 on hand here at the Wolf. So the Missions are 12-7 in the second half, while the Travelers fall to 8-11. The Missions would take a 1-0 lead against starter Joe Saunders in the first inning with 2 outs. T.J. Bohn, who had another great night by collecting 3 hits, double to right center. Then Nate Espy drew a walk, and Jesse Horlbeck doubled to right field to score Bohn from second base. It was Horlbeck's 53rd RBI of the year, and that gave San Antonio a 1-0 lead. Rafael Soriano would pitch 1 inning on a rehab assignment, hit a batter, but got Erick Aybar to hit into a 4-6 straight double play. It marked the 7th straight game in which the Missions were able to turn a double play against the opposition. Tom Oldham pitched very well tonight. 7 innings, 1 run, which was unearned on 5 hits. That unearned run came in the 8th inning, and it tied the game for Arkansas. Mike Elwood, the DH, led off with a base hit. David Gates sacrificed him to second. Ryan Leahy singled to center, but Bubela came charging in, fired it toward the mound where it was cut off by Horlbeck. Elwood had to stop at third. Then Reggie Willits, the next batter, switch hitter batting right-handed against the lefty Oldham, hit a 1-hop to third. Looked like a double play ball, except one thing. The third baseman, Guzman, bobbled it. He had no play. Elwood scored, and it was a 1-1 game. After Alberto Callaspo was intentionally walked, then Aybar hit a ground ball to third. Bases were loaded. Good backhand play by Guzman, who redeemed himself. He committed 2 errors. He did get Ryan Leahy hung up between
first and second, and then he got, or between second and third, and then the ball hit the runner Leahy, and that enabled Elwood to actually, he had to remain at third, and Leahy had to stop at second base. But then the double play ball hit by Aybar, a 5-3 double play in Arkansas, had a sell for 1 run. It was tied at 1. Then Jaime Bubela with the home run in the 10th inning that wins it for the Missions. So the Missions are 12-7 in the second half of the season. So I'll be back with a look on what's happening in the Texas League, but first, this message from Compass Insurance.
Compass Insurance Agency is a proud supporter of local baseball, including the San Antonio Missions. In the insurance business, like baseball, you must continue to study, practice, and strive for perfection. Each agency at Compass Insurance Agency specializes in specific types of coverage, such as personal line, property and casualty, health, and life insurance. This specialization allows us to be the best we can be and keep up with the ever-changing trends in insurance. This year brings many changes to the types of coverage available. In addition to the recent trend of reducing premiums, there are tax savings available that have not been available in the past. To make sure your insurance policies are the most current available, call Compass Insurance at 366-0671. 366-0671. Ask to speak to someone that specializes in the type of coverage in which you're interested. Compass Insurance, a proud supporter of San Antonio Missions Baseball.
Back here at the Wolf in San Antonio, where the Missions win it in 10 innings tonight by a score of 2-1. And tonight, the Major League All-Star game being played at Comerica Park in Detroit. Miguel Tejada of the Orioles homered and drove in a couple of runs in the game. Mark Teixeira of Texas added a 2-run homer. And the American League has a 7-2 lead over the National League after 6.5 innings at Comerica Park tonight. And Mark Burley of the White Sox started for the American League, and he struck out 3 batters in 2 innings. Roger Clemens also pitching in the All-Star game of the Houston Astros. The 11-time All-Star, who turns 43 next month, quickly buzzed through 3 hitters in a perfect inning in the 5th inning. The American Leaguers, by the way, had won the last 7 All-Star games, played to its decision coming in. There, of course, was that infamous tie in 2002, and, of course, a strong start for them again. Tejada with a home run against John Smoltz of the Atlanta Braves. Smoltz, of course, a Michigan native. And Dave Ortiz also highlighting things for the American League with an RBI single off the right field wall against Roy Oswalt of the Astros. That was in the 3rd inning. And Baltimore's Brian Roberts doubling off Livan Hernandez of the Nationals in the 4th. And then Ichiro, of course, of the Mariners, followed with a 2-run single to right in his first at-bat. And that gave the American League, by the way, a 5-0 lead. So it's 7-2 in favor of the American League in the 7th inning. So what we do is take a look on what's happening in the Texas League, bottom half of the 8th inning at Whataburger Field in Corpus Christi. The Springfield Cardinals have a 6-1 lead over the Corpus Christi Hooks. So should the Cardinals hang on and win, then the Hooks and the Missions will be tied for first in the second half Western Division race. Also in the Texas League, Wichita jumping all over Midland, 12-3. That is now a final. There was a rain delay in Wichita, but the Wranglers win it tonight over Midland, 12-3. And in the top of the 8th inning from Driller Stadium, the Tulsa Drillers lead the Frisco Rough Riders by a score of 11-8. By the way, it's now in the 8th inning. It's the American League 7 and the National League 3. The All-Star game being played tonight at Comerica Park in Detroit, Michigan. I'll be back with a final word on what's ahead for the Missions, but first, this message from Compass Insurance.
The 2005 season brings a new opportunity for the San Antonio Missions to take another league championship. 2005 can also bring your business a new opportunity to excel. Start by reviewing your insurance programs for efficiency. Compass Insurance Agency can be a great asset in helping to review your general liability, workers' compensation, and employee benefit programs. Also, your homeowner's insurance does not have to go skyrocket again this year.
At Compass Insurance, we have access to several different insurance carriers to find the deal for you without compromising coverage. You can have VIP service while having a large agency provide coverage for your home and auto. Start the baseball season by saving money. Call Compass Insurance Agency at 366-0671. 366-0671 for a second opinion of your personal insurance needs. Compass Insurance, a proud supporter of San Antonio Missions baseball. Well, the Missions and the Travelers will have Game 3 of the 4-game series tomorrow night at 7:05, and we'll have the Armadillo Homes On Deck show beginning at 6:45. You'll hear it on 680 KKYX and on SAMissions.com. Rafael Soriano will make another one-inning appearance tomorrow for the Missions, and then from the second inning, Ryan Roland-Smith will take the mound for San Antonio. Roland-Smith 3-6, a 4.68 ERA, and his mound opponent for Arkansas will be left-hander Casey Ohlenberger. Ohlenberger making his 8th start. He is 3-4 with a 3.9 ERA, and it will be his 23rd appearance overall. Richard Martinez was our engineer back at the studios of KKYX. Thanks to him and my colleague Roy Acuff for another great job, and I'd like to thank all of you fans for sharing your Tuesday evening with us. So until tomorrow at 7:05, when the Missions take on the Arkansas Travelers for Game 3 of this 4-game series, speaking for Richard and Roy, this is Stu Paul saying good night from Wolf Stadium here in San Antonio. Once again, our final score as Jaime Bubela homers in the 10th inning, a walk-off home run to win it for the Missions. It was San Antonio 2 and Arkansas 1. Keep it right here for all your favorite classic country hits on the home of the legends of classic country music, 680 KKYX. You make it a great night. We will see you tomorrow from the ballpark. So long, everybody.
That concludes this edition of the Compass Insurance Scoreboard Show. Compass Insurance, proud sponsor of the San Antonio Missions. That wraps up tonight's broadcast of San Antonio Missions Baseball. To find out more information on the Missions, call 675-7275. That's 210-675-HEART. Or visit us on the web at www.samissions.com. Thanks for tuning in. Until our next Missions broadcast, so long, everybody. KKYA.